Welcome everyone to tonight's wonderful session of House of Legends. We return with our group of wonderful outcast-made companions who have bravely, from where we last left off, entered the mine of Selly, traversed the ever-dark tunnels, facing many a creature, and avoiding a spring filled with watery elementals, to both rescue a friend and also vanquish a creature that was keeping the mine from being utilized fully for the war that was happening within the state of Iocrest. Upon entering a vast room that started to look very different from the actual rest of the mine, that started to be turned into red rock and black stone, a massive 5-foot-long black and red piece of red stood there, ominous, pulsing with energy and power. And there our brave heroes found a creature known as an Eater of Fate. And knowing what must be done, they faced the creature and vanquished it. Y'all did well. Y'all didn't die. And fortunately, you almost loosed a fire elemental on yourselves as well, so that was fun.
I apologize for nothing. It would have been awesome had it worked.
But after vanquishing the worm, it did a self-detonate, leaving most of you unconscious after having, for some of you, just a brief glimpse of the man in red, while some of you witnessed and were spoken to by this entity before falling unconscious. Where then your companion who had left previously rejoined you. Kieran Morley had wakened a couple of you up, while another was forced awake with a couple of slaps, but you returned to find out that 4 days had last passed since you actually entered the mines, and you were met with shock and awe, but also genuine happiness and joy at the possibility of this mine being free to be used for the war effort against the various foes of Iocrest. And so you returned to the house of Brenna, exhausted, hungry, in need of care and rest. And so you took to it very quickly as it was presented to you, while you, Kieran, were ever present, while Brenna had a bit of a mental breakdown while having quite a bottle chug of alcohol after talking to her mother. And where we will now pick up is a couple of you are still concussed. One of you is exhausted and asleep, while a couple of you wait to have conversations while Brenna and Kieran join you in the room as there is a knock at the door and an opening. Is everybody well fed? As Brenna enters with Kieran behind her. As she looks between the only two who are awake, Felix is like, So, what's happened since we've gone in the mine exactly? Is what Felix asks aloud. Well, 4 days have officially passed since you entered the mines. And I'm obviously have my own questions as to why you all resided within for 4 days. If any of you... No rush to explain or try to get too in-depth. I understand if you need your rest. I have summoned the clerics made available to come. Although I should give warning, they are clerics in training, as we have had a bit of a setback here in this city. As the clerics that the clerics that your friend had helped before you went to the mines, they were murdered 2 days ago. We're not completely sure what happened. The essence of magic that surrounded it was anything but joyful in nature related. It was so very dark it made a couple of our wizards want to throw up.
Do you know who did it?
No idea, but that same essence seemed to hover around the mine a few times in the past couple days as well. So we have clerics in training. A couple of them have come from Dale. They are just entry level and learning, so they should be here soon to tend to any cuts and bruises. They're not very advanced as our other gnomes were.
Right. Well, at this point, any healing is good healing.
Well, a good healing is also a good night's rest, which I know that it is. She looks outside the window a little bit. The sun is hanging kind of low to show about 6-ish around this time after everything has happened. And she's like, rest also does the body much good, and we can always revisit tomorrow and check up once hopefully the rest of your troop is ready to go.
Child just kind of is like, she knows she needs sleep, but she's like, we've wasted 4 days, or like 4 days was taken from us kind of attitude. So she's just like, oh, you're right. I don't like it, but you're right.
When you're right, you're right.
Well, I can always send the clerics in while you're resting to make sure that they're, to the best of their capabilities, to make sure that you're not ailed by anything too large or too serious. Or we can hold them off until the morning. But it is ultimately up to you. For right now, the rest of this city, from the sounds I can hear, as she kind of tilts her head, of all of you knowing that, like, what her species actually is, she is able to perceive a little bit more than what you guys all can. She's like, there seems to be a very large air of celebration, even if it's not outrageously roaring. You have brought tranquility for a moment. She kind of turns to look at Kieran's like, would you like a bed in here, or are you wanting a separate room?
Yeah, I'll crash here with them.
I can make sure that everything is ready to go in the morning for food and breakfast of various nutrients that you'll need if you are planning on leaving right away. Or do you have any plans? I know that my mother is planning on meeting you all in Brenna, as that is your destination.
Just really head to Brenna first thing.
Felix, they're like, I just want to not be around this city right now. Too many weird things. And if your mother's going to be in Brenna, I might have questions.
Oh, we can save those questions till the morning.
Yeah.
First of all, what in the hells are you doing back here? We never fully got into it before.
I want an unarmed strike, Goodberry.
roll for an attack.
No way.
I'll say with advantage, because at this point in time, he is severely exhausted and kind of leaning against the wall on his bed.
Alright,
Just a plate of food is beside.
So 2 d20s, right? So,
Yeah.
I got a 9 and I got a 1, so that's not hitting me.
It just hits beside the wall. He doesn't even move. He's just like, you missed, bitch.
Flat right beside his ear.
Go back to sleep, Tin Man.
Well, if that is all, I will leave you all to your rest. And she slowly backs away, and instead of going back the way that she came with you, Kieran, she ends up going down another hall and then takes a right and disappears. So currently at this time, House of 7, you are all alone while Araxis is asleep, and 2 other of your companions are very much eyes open, but not awake at this current time. You're not entirely sure what is happening with them.
Sleep paralysis.
Should we hit them to wake them up? I mean, it worked on Felix.
You can attempt it, yes.
No, that was me saying
because
it's a
that-
child. Child is the one who
Okay.
hit Felix, right?
It did, didn't I?
You
It's
did.
like, you know what? Why not? Give it a go.
I'm not hitting Nakia. You hit Nakia.
Why? Why do you want me to hit Nakia? You hit Nakia. It was your idea.
I mean, if I would have just let Shadowhide do it, but I mean, he can't pop up, so I mean, I'm not gonna hit her.
How does he get? He's gonna hit with claws. No, okay, fine. You know what? Fine. I'll do it.
I would do it to
Like,
Nalvin, even though he's
exhausted,
not
right.
under the position. I would have done it to Nalvin.
You're gonna go up to Araxis and smack him?
Oh,
Well,
man.
currently he's knocked out, so I would say... Because... Well, he's not restrained like the other two would be, so I would say still roll for an attack.
Okay, perfect.
Because the other two are just stiff-bodied, laying in their cots, beds,
Oh,
so
wait,
to speak.
it's unarmed strike, right? Oopsies.
Yeah.
That's why they're... Okay.
All right. I also.
Because Nakia is in a particular state right now, it would just be an auto hit at this current time.
Oh, so I just
So yeah.
across.
So
the
I will
face.
say, Nakia,
See if
roll
it does
a
anything.
roll a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Wait, can you see my rolls?
Constitution.
I saw 11.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
does an 11
Does
hit
that
you?
hit?
No.
Oh, man.
No, it doesn't. You go to hit, and he just rolls over, just and it just smacks down onto the bed. And you're like, oh.
I got a 16.
16. You, for a moment, there's like a brief flash of light against the darkness that you are currently swimming through. And for a moment, you try to swim towards it, and then it goes away, and then you're spinning through this ever-growing expansion that, as you feel it grow, almost starts to come in on you to try to swallow you.
Do I see any outward reaction, like in her physical
You've-
body?
In the eyes that Kieran saw for all of you was just pitch black with then specks of red. You saw the black recede for a moment towards the red, and then it goes back.
I'm gonna slap her again. Other side.
All right, roll.
Actually,
Wake
can I-
up, damn
wait, can
you.
I
One
help her?
chic, two chic. Yeah, sure. If you want to slap, like, so are you guys slapping like both cheeks?
Like snap out of it. And we're like,
Yeah, there's no flash of light at this current time. Like, you feel this tremor in your body, and you're not sure why, but you just in this space. Nothing happens to her on the outside from what the two of you can see.
Oh, I don't think hitting is working. Should we like stab her?
I'm gonna lean in really close to your ear and be like, Nakia, if you wake up right now, I will buy you 10 loaves of bread.
She does like bread.
Does anything happen?
Can I roll, like, no. Oh, okay.
You can go ahead and roll a con saving. No bread. No bread.
It's fine.
You just like, you hear this.
Damn. No, thank you.
Is swirling around you.
Where did your mother go?
No idea.
Find her and I'll wake you. Give her to me. Give them all to me.
What?
Let's make a bargain.
As this draping red tattered robe begins to envelop part of the darkened black space, and it just falls down as the entity known as the Man in Red begins to form as he holds his hands out to you.
Let's make a deal.
What kind of deal? I'm not giving up the people I travel with. I'll give up my mother.
Unfortunately, everyone's this time comes to, you're not in a place where you hold any bargaining chips.
Then I guess we'll be here forever.
Yes,
As his hand begins to go towards yours.
and I will devour you.
As now you begin to see in the hood as around like 100 red eyes begin to look at you, and all across the body is all these red eyes that just look at you, and you just watch as this form you have, you see this energy is slowly trickling towards the eyes.
Piece by piece, you will be mine.
I'm just gonna shake my head, close my eyes, and be like, none of this is real, even though it is.
All around you. For those of you on the outside, you begin to see her head twitching back and forth on the bed.
I think we should hit her harder.
I'm gonna slap her again.
Yeah, I'm going first.
Wake up!
I'm joining.
Felix at that point is gonna get up and just with his plated glove and just whack!
God damn!
He's like, I don't like the look of that. So I need you to roll with 2 d20s at that point for con save.
Wake up,
2D.
woman.
You know what? Dice is not liking me today. That's cool.
This is just a tremor going across. Which at that point Felix is like, can't anything work? Looks at you, Kieran. Can't your god do something? Can't anyone's god do something? Looks at you, child. Can't your patron do something?
Patron, want to help us out here? I don't know where he is at the moment.
What would you ask of me?
How do we wake her up? Like to drop that.
You just see this smoky tendril just begins to kind of go up inside of her nose for a moment, and you just see like the inside your mind, Kieran, you just hear a
I don't know if Sif answers these kinds of prayers.
I don't pray at all, but it's worth a shot.
in your mind you still have Shadowhide.
Worth a shot better than a devil.
That's helpful.
At that point the smoky tendril retracts.
I could help. But that would be another favor. Child.
What would you ask of me?
More souls to send my way. There may or may not be someone in this city.
It will be someone in the city?
May or may not be.
Your little smoky friend's weird.
Keep cutting it out.
Flailing my arms around. Safe. Hey. Somebody.
Are you saying this out loud?
Yeah, I'm
Just
saying
like,
this out
Are
loud.
you trying to get my attention?
I mean, you guys don't know. I'm just wandering around, just like flailing my arms out and just like, answer me. Somebody. I'm trying.
Help me!
Oh, you're praying! That's what you're doing!
I don't know what I'm doing. He doesn't know anything.
the one religious person is asleep. The one dude who knows proper
here like
prayer
we
and
did it.
etiquette is just like,
I don't know how Nalvin does this. I don't know.
May or may not be someone in the city. Am I gonna get caught?
Have you been caught in the past? So many trinkets, so
No,
many
but I have a
crimes.
lot more eyes watching me now.
But you also have a fancy pin.
Alright. Wake her up.
So Kieran, as you begin to feel this overwhelming presence in your mind, out of the corner of your eye, you see this smoky essence of the patron just envelop the entirety of Nakia's face, and then as it retracts, Nakia, you go from in this black space to light just for miles and miles, explodes all around you, and you see nothing but this purple face, sharp jawline, 6 horns jutting out, and burning ember eyes of violet staring at you, and you just see a grin with nothing but fangs of "Hello, child," and then you are immediately awakened.
And I like freak out. Oh my god. Wait, what the hell? Wait, what? Where are we? Oh, and I'm like looking.
You're safe.
around the
You're
room.
safe.
Okay.
You're
okay,
in bed. We're in Brenna's house. Deep breaths.
Okay.
Finally got you awake. Okay. Here. You want some bread?
Yeah.
Here,
Yeah.
I'll grab.
Damn, her face is swollen. Her face is swollen. I don't know if she can eat the bread now. We done hit her a few times.
You just. Here you go.
Yeah.
You okay? How
Yeah.
are you feeling? You want some water? Here, have some water.
Just gonna eat the bread slowly. Like, I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna take the
Yeah.
water. Like,
All right.
weren't we in a cave?
Yeah,
Mother-
we do you remember the giant worm thing? It went, and then yeah, we all
Oh.
got hit in the head or something. Yeah, turns out we were out for 4 days.
4 days?
Yeah, I'm
Oh
still
my
wrapping
God,
my
that's
head around
not-
it too.
Wait, we had
Yeah.
so much to do.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And I'm just
You're not with us. Okay.
she's gonna sit back.
yeah,
and
so-
just eat.
Yeah. So we are 4 days. We still gotta get that guy, and pointing at Nalbin, to
Ataraxis.
Brenna. No, Araxis. Sorry, Araxis to. Oh man, the city. I know the
Benna.
city name. Give me a second. Benna, thank you. I almost said Brenna. Benna and Brenna. We're in Brenna's house. We need to get to Benna. Yeah. We're safe. We're in Brenna's house. We can eat. We can rest up, and we're gonna talk first thing in the morning, I guess, and just try to catch up our stories of what we missed in the last 4 days. But
Okay.
I mean, at least the city's celebrating. They seem to be happy.
Oh. Cool.
I mean, we did get rid of that monster for them, so.
That's what. She's just gonna sit back and just eat her bread and like,
And dead Claire. I didn't.
and that's it.
Oh yeah, and apparently there's 2 dead
Oh.
clerics. Those clerics that Araxis and Alvin were helping out the other day. Yeah, they're dead.
How did they
Down
say
now.
who? Oh. Yeah.
Down
that's
now.
them. Oh.
Yeah, you know as much as I do now.
Felix kind of stand there like, I might have also. Naki, remember that thing we talked about?
Yeah.
Points at Araxis. I might have told him.
Told them what? Can I roll insight?
Go ahead.
God damn it!
I want to roll inside too.
15.
Yeah, 20.
With that 15, it's kind of like looking at Felix's face. He looks so guilt-ridden about having what he just said. You're not quite sure what he's referring to. Kieran, not having known anything what's going on, like you're looking between Felix and Nakia, and you're just like, oh, something's going on for sure.
Felix
Something's
told the
not right.
group that he was bit, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
Wait,
So
but Nakia did not share that, and no one was able to
yeah.
The only one that
Discern.
knows is Nalvin, but then Nalvin is
Yeah.
Raxus. Yeah.
But Araxis knows.
So. So what are you talking about?
Can I? What would she do?
Pocket
I
save.
feel. Well, do I still have pack? I'm a. No.
Do I still have a pack?
Pocket dirt rungs.
Can I? I'm gonna freak out and draw my dagger and. I don't know if y'all heard.
No, I didn't hear anything.
Anyways, Nakia is gonna jump up and push Felix to the wall with a dagger. Why the fuck would? Yeah.
You're like,
I run. I don't know how to.
you were gone.
Yeah.
You were gone. I thought maybe you fled. I didn't know. Okay, I didn't know what happened
but that
exactly.
was between us. I don't understand why. Who else? Did you tell everyone?
No, but I feel like you might be saying something here with the fact you have a knife to my throat.
And I'm gonna lower the dagger.
Yeah. Nakia.
Which I want everyone to visualize this 5'2" to 5'4" woman to
Yeah.
a 6' tall guy with a knife to his throat right now.
Nakia, I think you owe us an explanation. That's a really big reaction.
Possibly. And I'm gonna lower and calm down, back away. Well, Felix got bit, right? Like, y'all remember that? Okay. Yeah, so did I. And I was hoping.
Buddies.
Shush! I was hoping that I could figure it out myself because I am the one that was not aware of the likings that was behind me.
Child is just like blink at you, like
What were they?
Like,
doing?
what?
Blink.
werewolves.
Yeah.
Blink.
Just
Hey, Ranger, when's our next full moon?
Am I supposed to know that?
Yes, you're a ranger.
Roll a nature check.
Okay.
damn.
It was also like said out loud, so.
Oh, well, I got a 5.
Yeah,
I hope
I-
you're happy with that.
Oh,
I'm not.
You have spent plenty of time in the woods. Like, you know enough to track moons, the sun, for both time and everything. But not having spent enough time within cities to grow accustomed to days and months, you're not exactly sure. If the rest of you would like to roll a history check, because you were also told
Yes.
when the next full moon was supposed to happen,
You suck.
except for
11.
Rexus, so...
Can't tell you.
13.
Well, I'll say because, like, again, you guys were previously told it takes you about a moment. You are trying to scramble through the thought of everything that has happened. But when you guys first arrived here, you were told the next full moon was about 6 days from now. But then you had rested here within Brenna, so that brought it down to 5. And then 4 more
So we have
days
4 more days.
had passed. We have 1 more day.
Oh my word, 1 more day. Okay, so we need a cleric in here ASAP, is what you're telling me. Brenna!
Just a gust of wind, and all of a sudden, like, a hand at the door. Yes?
Can we have a cleric in here ASAP?
I'm 100% going with she's got something in her mouth she's eating. It's like, give me a moment, and she just like rushes
Thank you.
out.
Just a noodle. Hang
Just pops out. There's like a little bit of red sauce there. Just like
No, it's like
So where
Yeah.
did you guys get hit? Like your arm, leg?
Yeah, let me see the bite. What does it look like? What does it feel like? And I'm gonna go up to Felix and be like, where is it? Like,
I'm pretty sure both of them were bit around the neck. So
Yeah.
I mean, we could probably carve
just
it
like
out.
looking at his collar, just like, let
Just
me
pull
see.
at that point, Felix is like, I still have enough strength to punch you.
Do you want me to like
Yeah,
carve
you're
it
not
out?
gonna.
You know, like pull my sword.
That's not how this works. I don't think. I don't know enough about curses.
It's already in our system.
Fair enough.
Plus 4
Can I
days have passed.
check?
I'm pretty sure it's too deep.
Can I check on mine, actually? Like,
Yep.
can
As
I
soon as
see
you go
if
to pull-
it's healed? Oh,
As soon as you go to pull, to be like, oh, this is where I got bit. For those looking, there's nothing. It's just healed over skin.
Ooh, can I compare Felix's and hers and be like, is there
As he
a
pulls
difference?
just healed skin. Whatever wound was
Like-
there is currently gone.
I'm a little disappointed. Or Child is a little disappointed. She wanted to see a scar.
But I will say, as you're looking at this point, both of them look like they're sweating at this current time.
I don't
Back to
like
how
that.
they were when they first arrived in the city.
Is it the heat? I could ask, are we all sweating in this heat, or is it just...
Need more souls.
Rex is just outbursting us. Alright. Just grabs his pillow, just nah. More sauce.
Wait, I do have a question. Are you
We're
still
gonna deal with that
Spring
later.
Araxis?
Yes.
Okay. That's all.
At this current time, Child of Asking, like, neither you or
Or undead.
Kieran look like you're sweating. You look like you're fine. You look pasted from dirt and obvious sweat that has built up of the previous combats that you have gone through, and it's definitely could use a bath. But in terms of currently sweating, it just looks like Naki and Felix.
I'm gonna just like slowly step back and stand beside Kieran and be like, we might need to barricade them in a closet or something if we don't get a cleric.
Or kill him. Like,
Well,
hand on
Well,
sword.
Or
okay,
that.
we don't need to do that.
Or that.
I'm
Or
hoping
that.
that the cleric can do something.
I love how the two of us are just so chill with it. We're just like, yeah, or kill him.
Just kill him.
I mean,
Problem solved.
Okay, if we can help them, we'll have that as a last resort because it would be difficult just letting them roam around the city.
could I do a, like, history check if I know what werewolves are and if they have any connection to, like, dire wolves?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, sweet. I have a 10. I have a 10 in history.
You know plenty of things about wolves. You're not entirely sure what werewolves are, what this possible affliction is. You've heard tales. Like, the name itself, the creature name, it sounds familiar, but you can't recall too much about what werewolves in fact are. You've never really witnessed them yourself. So you're kind of just in awe at this moment.
Could I ask Shadowhide? It has the word wolves in it, so I'm basing it off of that.
I mean, yeah, your character would put two and two together if you want to ask him.
Do you talk to Shadowhead in your mind or out loud? Just because I'm standing right beside you.
I can do both, but
Okay.
typically it's telepathically.
Are you doing telepathic right now, or?
Yeah,
Because I'm standing right beside
for the
you,
fun of
so-
it, you're gonna hear me mumble. Shadowhide,
Grumble.
I'm gonna give you wicked side eye, just like.
do you know what a werewolf is? I'm like tapping on my mask. I'm just like, what's a werewolf?
Shape changers. They look like the races of men and elves and whatever poor soul gets bitten.
So there's no way to save those two.
Well, if the cleric comes by, we'll save them. I
don't
answer
hear
the
that.
question without. Oh, I thought he said he's mumbling under his breath.
He's mumbling, which is like...
He mumbled that one pretty clearly.
Stop nitpicking, alright?
Alright,
Like-
sorry. I'll duck down. I'm sorry.
Many of the howl that reside in the Wolf's Wood don't want to be cured. They look upon this as a gift and not an affliction.
Yeah, sorry, child. We can't help them.
I know we can. That's why I called for a cleric.
Yeah, we might need to kill them.
Well, okay. Cleric first. If it fails, then we.
Felix, you have a piece of bread.
Yeah.
You keep talking about killing me, we're gonna have some issues.
Silence. I'm
We
on
already
strike.
have
Goodberry.
issues.
You gonna throw a good berry
Throw
out?
another one. Where? I'm using my iPad for these rolls now because I can't use my computer. Give me a second. That was a 9.
he just... You keep trying, all right? You keep trying. I don't know why.
You flood the world with undead.
Guess we'll wait for a cleric.
Felix just looks over. Not Raxus. Y'all heard that too, right?
I don't know what you're
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, we're just gonna fine. Whatever.
Must
So
be the-
just straight faces. I have no clue what you're talking about.
It must be all that sweat. We have to take him out now before it's too late.
Immediately, Brenna just like at the door, running as a humanoid. Garbage. They're in here, and you just see like two tall figures. One is a very young-looking man, a bit chubby in the face, wearing spectacles, some freckles on his hair, on his face, some dirty blonde, maybe strawberry-ish hair, with a hood over top. The robes are very bland and basic, of just white with a little bit of blue highlight. Behind him is a tall elf, more tan skin, more to the point of where it's almost bronzish in terms. Just pristine. The eyes are just a golden color with bleach blonde hair draping down, him as well wearing the same kind of blandish robes as they both walk in. And immediately seeing you guys, they're like... The guy pushed up his spectacles. I'm sorry, did we disturb something?
No, you're right on time. Beautiful, thank you. One of you to him, one of you to her.
What are we doing in here exactly?
How
Curse
would you...
removal.
You curse, yeah, curse removal. That's what, yeah, what our sleep talking buddy just told me. Yeah.
Just...
I'm not educated in the curse removal of
Are
curses.
you
I just
educated?
know-
Look to the next guy.
The guy just like...
The-
Well,
I am more suited to removing of
wounds.
we're first level entry clerics. We're in training.
Sorry, child. We're
Okay,
gonna have to kill him.
is there a cleric in this city that has remove curse? That knows
That
how
point-
to remove a curse?
Brenna
I
just kind
need
of
them.
like...
The only other ones that would have been able to do that were the ones that
Forget.
were killed.
Cool. All right. So I'll be leaving.
Rexa prevails.
I'm just gonna make my way to the door. I'm like, I'm gonna go find a cleric.
Okay.
At that point, you just feel a hand on you, and immediately, like, it is like a rock has just locked around your shoulder. It's like,
The only clerics that would be closest to where you are currently heading would be Brenna.
that is about 4, at your current pace, 4.5 days.
And are you planning on walking there by yourself to the point of facing hordes of undead?
Possibly. If I have
She
to.
starts pulling you back.
I do not think that wise.
Okay, let's be smart about this, Nakia, okay? Obviously, you don't want to be cursed. No one here wants you to be cursed either. I guess same goes to you, Felix. It's whatever. So, what are our
Just a
options
shield,
then?
whatever.
You're a great shield. We love you. Brenna, what are our options?
Because... Listen, a lot has happened. Why are you trying to remove the curse?
Because we have one day till that curse is inactive, and I don't think these two need to be in the city when it happens.
I'm trying to remember, because I'm pretty sure it was you as well that had mentioned... Was it mentioned at all? I'm trying to remember if any of you actually mentioned the lycanthropy curse to her.
To Brenna?
Yeah.
Nope.
I know that was mentioned to others, individuals, because the clerics at one point were very astonished that they were able to stand within the city.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that.
I don't know can't remember if you guys had told Brenna yourselves.
I don't think we told Brenna.
Felix didn't say anything. Nakia definitely didn't say anything.
What curse are we talking about exactly? What is going to be enacted?
Felix, Nakia, please. Your curse. You tell whoever you're comfortable telling.
At that point, Felix just like, we're a bit. The werewolves. And she's just
gonna
like,
point at Felix, like, yep.
Interesting. Yes, I would definitely say that if you have not yet turned, you're not going to be affected by the wards of this city.
she begins to look at those two clerics. you may go. You're not going to be needed here, I guess, if you cannot do this. I will see what I can do. I do have a number of tomes around here. I will see if I have anything around for the evening, and I will not rest because I'm like the rest of you humanoids. Dragons don't need that much rest. I will say, though, don't leave. Don't kill one another.
Rex up the veils.
He's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Wait, does Brenda know about that?
About what?
About affiliation?
It's like
No,
you said.
because Leffren has no idea.
Said affiliation
Leffren
like it's
has
a
not
gang.
shared nothing, so...
Said it prevails. Woo!
Right in the gang.
Yeah.
She's like,
Don't worry about that. It's a nervous twitch he has when he sleeps.
He's
Trained
old.
indeed.
He's an old man.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's older than me, which... But, again, don't kill one another. Don't try to leave. It's going to be very hard to explain to my mother, and I'm not sure I have enough alcohol if I lose you all again.
Alright, so if you don't come back in, let's say, I don't know,
Give me till the
well,
morning, okay?
till morning, we are gonna barricade ourselves in here because these two won't survive.
Well,
Two
the
of
full
us
moon
will
is not
survive.
until tomorrow evening, so...
Okay, well, if you
You were
don't come
planning
back,
on leaving, so you would have been on the road.
I'm saying if you don't come back in time, this room may or may not be barricaded, and two of us will be dead. We don't know yet, to be determined.
Oh no, the two of them will very much be dead, because if they turn the Thuman wards, we'll kill them.
Oh, that's a good point. Hey, Kieran, look at that. We don't have to kill our friends.
Oh, saves me on arrows.
Yeah, it does. Saves, yeah.
You are such a strange group that has been given much.
Hey,
and
we
she
are
just walks
bonded.
out. She
We've
just
been through
walks
hell and
out.
back.
She just walks out, and Felix is like, I guess we sleep on it, as he looks around at everyone, just like,
Alright, Felix, go
great
to
teamwork,
sleep.
guys.
I promise I won't stab you while you sleep.
If you stab me, I'll stab you back.
No promises.
If I stab you, you'll be dead. Go to bed. Go to bed.
I'm going to bed.
I'm just gonna catch a corner and probably stay up for a little bit.
Alright. Child, what are you doing?
I'm also. Well, I'm gonna knock you. You're staying awake
Mm-hmm.
a little bit.
I don't think I want
Yeah, you eat that
go
food.
back to sleep.
It's just I wait for everyone just to kind of fall asleep, but then I'll go up to Naki and just be like, "Hey, it would actually really suck if you died. How did you know that?" Sorry.
Thanks. Didn't really plan on getting bit, but here we go.
These things happen. Yeah. I didn't think you'd want to be a werewolf. I don't think you're the werewolfy type. I don't know.
No, God, no. Have you seen the changes?
In person, no. I think. Yeah, no. In person, no.
Do have something
is
to
it-
say though.
Yeah.
I guess while I was unconscious, the man in red spoke to me, asking for a bargain. It was.
What kind of bargain?
It basically said to give up my mother and you guys, or give up myself. I'm hoping I didn't make a deal, but I chose not you guys. Obviously, my mother, hate her, but I don't know what happened. And then I came to.
Well, happy you woke up.
Yeah, thank you.
And the bruise on your face, that was Felix, by the way.
It's fair. It's fair.
You told me to do it.
Shut up. Go to sleep. Yeah, this has been a hard journey, and I don't even think we're halfway done. Still way too many things unanswered.
Mm. But we'll be okay in the morning. I hope.
Yeah,
And-
Brenna will find something.
Yeah.
She's a dragon. She's smart.
Yeah. She looks really
Hopefully.
cool. And then I think Nakia is gonna be like really like sad but won't show it and just kind of like drift off her word and look somewhere else and start like just dissociating like, oh, like crap, like what am I gonna do?
All right.
I like to think we're sitting beside a window, and I can kind of look out the window as well and dissociate
Yeah.
for a little bit too. Just be like,
Yeah.
we're dissociated together, and then I'm just gonna go, okay, well, I think I should get some sleep, and I feel free to stay up, whatever, but try and get some sleep too. As soon as you can.
I'll try. Good night.
Okay. And then go to bed.
All right. So
Yeah,
Nakia,
I'm
how long are you planning on staying up?
I don't know. Cause I'm assuming I'm not really tired, so maybe a good 2-3 hours until like exhaustion kind of hits me, and then I will.
So where it is currently right now, because of all this back and forth talking, went from about 6 to about 7:30 of so much happening, trying to figure out things. So for the next about, say, 3 hours, are you staying up, or?
Yeah.
So around 10:30, as you just start to feel tired, you kind of just start sitting in your bed. You sit down and you look up, as now the room is fairly dim. There's a little bit of light. As you're looking at it, it's not candles, it's fireflies just moving and milling about, just kind of giving it a more natural feel. You're kind of gathering from Brenna of she doesn't like anything but nature. And as you're kind of just looking at them, you look down, and in the center of this room, wearing a familiar black and purple dress, long black hair with streaks of pink, staring at you. Oh, child.
Oh yeah,
You don't-
decided to show your face.
She begins to slowly start turning towards Araxis. Such a shame that... She begins to start holding out her hand as you see emanating light. That's so many. Because you just... She begins to turn and look at you. Don't listen. We're going to have to be punished, my dear.
What? And I'm gonna stand up like. Now I'm just gonna jump out of the bed and get ready with like my sword, my short sword.
I'm gonna ask in this moment of stirring because there's a strange cold that begins to hang in the air, and I would like all of you to roll perception checks.
I hate my mama.
Hey, my mama.
Damn.
That's gonna be 25.
Nice.
So all of you rolled well enough that you just hear the what and the drawing of metal, and you all turn and look. And Nakia, where you see your mother standing over you, Araxis, as you look, is ever beautiful in a white and gold dress, is Helena, just so disappointed in you. You really, as like you just see embers begin to burn in her hand. You should do better. Standing in the middle of the room for you, child, raven black hair, a beautiful ball gown dress that clenches your heart as these eyes begin to burn into you. My sweet little ignorant, arrogant girl, did you think you could escape me? No, no, no. You are forever
my tool.
Kieran, notable for you as you see Nakia sword drawn, you're just, huh, what? And then you look, and, well, what would be Araxis's reaction? What would be Child's reaction at this current time at seeing this figure?
Flush red, rage sets in, and primal savagery kind of kicks in, and I want to get up and lunge at Helena.
I would probably Eldritch Blast.
So Kieran, you watch as you're like, huh, what's going on? You see this lunge. You see this burst of energy. You see Nakia stepping forward.
I just came back.
It's strange because they're all staring at the center of the room, but there's nothing there. They are staring at one another, readying to attack one another.
Whoa. Where's Felix?
Felix is staring and sweat's pooling as his visage, as he is seeing his mother and sister looking like they are burnt up skeletons at this current time. And he is just in tears.
Emotional damage!
Emotional damage!
I'm trying to look at what I can do here.
Oh my god.
There's nothing around that I'm seeing, right? Nothing to mark.
It is just you and your companions, and now you're in a state of absolute worry because they all look like they're ready to kill one another.
I can't waste time. I will run up in front of like Nakia and like snap my fingers, like in between.
No.
So you run up, and Kieran, you run in between, and Nakia, you see Kieran run there, and then you just see Brenna turn. I guess he will be the first sacrifice.
Jesus Christ. I'm gonna let go of my sword, and I don't know how strong I am, but I'm gonna like try and push him out of the way.
I'm
Like,
Go ahead and
confused.
roll.
Can I like
Yeah,
wrap
I
Roll
guess
and roll
as he's
strength.
running. Oh
Go.
god.
So I will say roll contested strength throws. So you will just add
Wait,
your
what?
strength modifiers. So you're just gonna
So
roll
he's
d20 and then add,
Yeah,
and
he-
so whichever one of you rolls the highest wins.
So, did I... Because I think Child
Oof.
would have cast her Eldritch Blast and then, like, tried booking it out of the room.
So you would have, and it would have
Yeah.
gone, and just like you watch as this image of your mother just steps and just,
I'm still confused.
where do you think you're going? And the door won't open. Just click
You're
on
just
that.
trying to beat 8.
Yeah.
At 18.
No, she's.
No, there
So
you go.
you just grab Kieran and you push. As like you watch as this ethereal energy leaves your mother's hand and it just strikes the wall behind you, and she just ever so desperate to save those around you.
Do I see that? Like a random
You
hit
just
to the
see nothing but Nakia's panicked face, and then all of a sudden you're just pushed to the ground, and she just kind of ducks for a moment.
wall. What the
What do
hell
I
is
see
going
again as I'm lunging?
You see Helena, and you go to lunge, and it's just like, dear young man. She just starts to bring her hand towards you, and you just see this like gleaming moon-like beam blade begin to form as she just raises up to go and strike at you.
Can I see what everyone else is doing?
Around them, it looks. Give me a perception check, actually.
Yeah.
Since you're trying to look past this visage.
25.
Around you, you see blades embedded in each of their chests and just blood all over the beds as their bodies are sprawled out.
I'm going to try and dodge the strike.
All right. So I will say roll a dexterity saving throw for me. As Kieran, you're just watching that Araxis is now out of the bed, and he's just like darting around, and you just feel this energy come down at you, Araxis, and I need you to make an intelligence saving throw for me.
Hey, you picked the wrong one. Never mind.
It's not very hard. But you will only
6.
you'll take 2 points of psychic damage. So Kieran, you just watch as Araxis lunges out of the bed, moves to strike, and turns around, then all of a sudden you just see him as he like drops to the ground for a moment as his left leg buckles.
I'm so confused.
And you just see Child is jimming the door, and Felix is just, I'm sorry, I'm trying to find you.
I'm getting back on my feet because I was just pushed to the side. Going to Felix immediately, trying to like do same thing, like snapping my fingers.
Do you actually smack him?
No, like snapping my fingers, like, hey, like, what's going on?
He just sees this like, don't you see them, Kieran? Don't you see them? My failure.
Unarmed strike. I'm hitting this man.
I'll say roll with advantage because his focus is not on you currently. He is completely focused elsewhere.
Well, the first one was a 25.
Oh my god,
It's a
yeah, that's
25.
gonna hit.
Jesus.
I'm not
So
gonna
you just, and he just
snap out of it.
Okay, so
Punching that man. Oh my god.
you just love hitting. With a 15, he blinks for a moment, and just the image in front of him just glitches for just a second. He's like, he still looks very panicked, but he's not sure of what's happening.
Does he also see what's happening to the others, or what is he seeing on his end?
As the image glitched for a moment, he did see a glimpse of Child, of Nakia, of just everyone else, just all in this very state, and he just, what is happening?
I don't know what's happening. Whatever you're seeing, I'm not seeing.
In response to my slash, I'm gonna start channel divinity.
Alright.
And so the dark anointment, the harsh energy washes over me, as I'm literally about to send a soul out to strike Elena.
Alright. So Child, what are you doing as you're still trying the door?
I'm gonna
As you just
Eldritch
hear
Blast over my shoulder and Eldritch Blast the door. Like,
Just
whatever. Yeah.
the strike just narrowly misses Araxis as he gets up, and you just like hits the window behind, and you just send this pulse out, and Elena, you just watch as Helena just with a hand just sends it elsewhere. It's like, please, the Unseelie have taught me so many tricks. And you're trying this door, and as you're like, you've now made 4 big blasts, and just at that point, the door just pushes against, and you just fall down as Kieran, you watch as Brenna walks in, just sends a surge of magic forward, and all of you for a moment just see this image of everything terrifying and aggressive and rage-inducing, and then it's gone, and you are now left in a room with just multiple scorch marks, hits of drips of acid and scratches, and Kieran just, what the hell just happened? And all of you are just seeing each other clearly as you are all disheveled in this room.
Just gonna I'm sprawled on the floor and just kind of like, aren't you glad we didn't barricade the door?
She just standing there. What in the hells is going on in my house?
It's your house, you tell me.
Well, I'm awakened by destruction and explosions, and then I feel nothing but the embrace of death coming from this place. I guess dispel magic works for that kind of stuff. Why are you all attacking one another? Didn't I say not to?
I think this is different.
I wasn't attacking any. What?
I'm gonna slowly get to my feet, just be like, I wasn't attacking them, I was attacking someone else who you just banished, so thank you.
So you saw
Can't you ex-
something. Felix saw something. You definitely saw something, as I point to Nakia.
Did
What
you
is
say
going
last
on?
words? You just.
Who did you guys see?
I saw my mother.
Felix like, I saw my sister and my mom.
I look at the DM. No, I actually have to because it's information that potentially I'm not allowed to say.
I thought we heard of Helena before. Yeah, no.
He's talked about, like, the wild hunt, but that was about it. Raxus is just silent.
Am I actually having to be silent? Okay,
You're silent. Because you have no... Because everything in your mind is screaming, like, don't say anything.
Okay.
Um, yeah, well, I didn't see those things.
I retract my claws.
So we all saw something different. What kind of a creature can do that?
Many can play tricks on the mind, but no monster of that particular sort has gotten inside this city. So I'm assuming this is going to be tacked on to another question of what in the hells did you encounter in the mines?
That worm-like creature thing?
Big.
We killed it. But when we killed it, it exploded, and that's what knocked us unconscious, and we all fell asleep for 4 days.
So I'm assuming that during that time, either from the death of the creature or you just being within the mine and around that supposed piece of red, something has afflicted the rest of you. I have a feeling you all might have more than one particular affliction to deal with.
So how many clerics do you got for us?
What this
No.
is, I would not know where to start.
I don't think it clears. Fix this.
I need more alcohol, and she just begins to leave the room and head back the familiar route.
4 days have really passed. I need to get the fuck out.
Yeah, we... Going back to bed.
Please don't
I'm
kill
just
me.
gonna do a short rest trance.
I'm
Oh,
just gonna plop down back on the bed.
If you're doing a trance, are you attempting
Yes.
to still the change? All right.
Yeah, Araxis is now just needing to piss off.
All right.
I'd like to
He's-
wait
he's
for...
He's mad right now.
Felix is going to take a swig of water and just
Yeah.
conk out. Congratulations, now you're Winter Null.
Yay.
I'd like to wait for everyone to fall asleep before asking my patron something.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was about to warn. It's like, you could ask your patron. We're gonna know.
No, that's why I want to wait for everyone to calm down, and then I can, like, talk quietly with him in the corner or something.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly like that.
Just comes out the shoulder. Come here.
Rabbit Shadow! Get down here!
Get down here. So two of you are in a
Yeah,
trance.
holy
Felix.
Felix. No, I'm just-
So Felix is
no patron.
is conked out.
God.
Kieran, what are you doing at this current time?
I've just came back. I'm going to bed. I just came back with this group. I'm going to bed.
He's like, I've been gone with all these people for like over a week.
Welcome back.
Worms and I don't know what that was. I'm going to bed.
Oh. So
Come here, son.
as
gonna
it dies
snuggle.
down, like it's just peaceful in this moment. So currently, child, you were seeing that
Yeah.
after about 10-15 minutes, Felix begins to just lightly snore. Kieran just rolls over, doesn't move for quite a long time. You watch as there's a beginning a slow change at the top of Nalbin's head, and it's that familiar bluish hue that begins to take over when he comes to winter season. And Nakia just legs crossed over, just hands in her lap, eyes closed, and you just hear steady breathing coming from her.
So just very, very quietly, I'm just gonna go. Patron, right? Are you there?
Yes. I'm always here.
Do you think what Brenna said is true? That we're all afflicted with something?
During that time, watching, who knows what could have happened with the mixture of dust that creature let out. You dealt with a creature of reality, of fate. Who knows? I myself am left curious, and I'm trying to learn.
You were awake for those 4 days.
Yes.
What happened? Were you in the You weren't just in the cave watching over my unconscious body for 4 days.
I have other things I like to do.
That's what I would
The
say.
hells are ever expensive.
The creature that we fought, had you ever seen anything like that before?
I've heard tales of entities in the past, but they are beyond my age.
Is there a way to collect the dust and test it? Or like it's already in our systems, okay?
Whatever was around in your systems was also collected by the one who came after.
Do you mean the man in red, or was there another?
Tell me, how bad do you want to know? How many favors do you want to rack up?
So I'll get back to you on that. And just there we go. And then I'm gonna go to bed.
Alright. So, for the remainder of the evening, nothing overly exciting happens, so you can all mark a long rest.
Yay.
For the two of you that are in a trance-like state, you feel a weird sensation after about 3 hours, but then once that 4th hour comes up and you're just... you're fine. I'd like both of you to roll a perception check.
Sweet.
14.
22!
There originally was 6 of you in this room. Now there's only 5, as the cot where Lufrum was residing is empty.
Oh, okay. Investigation?
Go ahead.
Ooh, me too.
Dirty 20!
14.
So on that, like, you just go and pull the blanket, and you just see this sparkling dust on the bed.
You dehydrated her?
And it's kind of familiar. It looks like something that could be a magic component.
Lucky Charms?
I'm just gonna...
You unlucky my charms!
They're magically delicious.
Just grabs a straw. Well, you know what?
And that's a short.
Hours after this.
There has been plenty of shorts here, let's be completely honest.
I've gathered a good amount at this point.
That was amazing.
Keeps just marking them like, alright, rack them up, rack them
Rack
up.
'em up.
I'm gonna take a vial, and I'm going to scoop some of the dehydrated Lufrum.
No.
I'm gonna watch.
Not
and be like,
dehydrated.
what is that?
I don't know, but maybe it could be useful.
Oh, okay. So shiny.
She's like, put it on my body.
Like-
Make me sparkle. Make me sparkle and shine. I will also say, it is 2:30 in the morning for the both of you right now, as
Oh,
you are
damn.
actually awake. But if you guys don't do
Great
anything
time
else,
to snort sparkles.
oh my god. But if you two don't do anything in the meantime, morning comes, you all awaken, you can mark that you got a long rest, and a smell of freshly cooked bacon begins to hit your noses. Smell of sausage, of eggs, of boiling cheese is just wafted through. There's herbs, there's spices, there's just a wafting that enters your room. But the morning is yours, House of Seven.
Can I walk over to Kieran and just poke his cheek?
I have a mask
I'm
on.
gonna go get breakfast.
What, you sleeping? Okay, never mind.
It has to stay on me. It's stuck.
Can I knock? I'm gonna knock on the
Yeah,
mask.
here's gonna knock on, so it's just like,
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to sleep through that, not gonna lie.
I'm just gonna be like breakfast.
Breakfast!
Bread?
Breakfast!
Bread?
No,
Bread.
I'm assuming there's breakfast.
Food.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna walk downstairs.
I'm gonna get up and follow her.
Felix is just looks a little pale this morning, looks a little defeated almost and deflated.
I'm just gonna take him by the. No, I'm just gonna take him by the breastplate. Let's go.
I'm gonna follow out after everyone.
Ground by his titty.
But yeah, as you all enter the main hall where was this big round table that was just overflowing with bouquets of flowers and various plants has now been cleared and is this large round oak table just brimming with freshly baked bread with eggs, both just variety of sunny side up omelets, just of a wide variety. There's bacon, there's hash browns, there's French toast, there's pancakes, there's just a wide variety. There's orange juice, there's apple
Pancakes?
juice, there's coffee, there's there's pancakes. Like, it is a widespread, and Brenna's just sitting there like,
So
I hope you all are hungry.
yeah, as a thing that nobody knows about Nulbin, he is a sucker for pancakes because they're not in the Fey realm.
Wait, so do we see you having like pancakes?
Yeah.
He's just like dragging Felix and just like, yeah, and drops him. Drool.
There's no wheat in the Fey realm, so
I wouldn't
Yeah,
trust
that's
that
the-
wheat. I wouldn't
No.
trust that wheat.
There's strawberries on the table.
She's just like, yes, I both have some that were properly cooked to be put on to the strawberries.
Pancakes.
There are fresh picked ones, there are blueberries, there are raisins, there's mango, there's grapefruit, there's
Oh, I'm
a
having
wide
mango.
variety of everything.
I'm just gonna grab a handful of strawberries and sit on, I don't know, somewhere around the table.
pancakes,
Kind
strawberries.
of gonna do buffet style where I
Syrup.
have like a bite of everything.
Felix is just loading his plate up with bacon and sausage and just like,
Yeah,
he just looks at all of you, proteins needed, and just starts chowing down. So I take it the rest of your evening was uneventful? You all actually slept?
our friend got dehydrated, but I don't know why.
Pardon?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, that's the thing that happens.
So I
She starts walking down the hall.
I pull out from my breastplate the vial of
just starts walking over and just
Just like a
takes
180.
it.
So this was in place of
we don't
our
know
friend
what happened.
Lufrum.
She just like That's not a body. That is remnants of ink that would be used for teleportation.
Oh.
Oh, cool.
You said your friend is gone.
Yes.
Yep.
Someone removed them from here.
Hmm.
She just produces the cat, put it in. Your group is forever strange.
Yep, we gathered that already. Thank you.
Cursed with lycanthropy and whatever you are now afflicted with.
Oh, me?
The rest of you!
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if Brenna's seen me changed.
Oh, she's seen you now, Araxis, and all, and she's like, and whatever this fresh hell is.
Roll with the punches, Brenna. Roll with the punches.
Assholes keep changing colors around here now, apparently, too. And she just starts walking over and grabs just a little crepe and just rolls it up and just starts eating it.
A small fey tendency pops up and is like, I can make colors.
She turns around. You think you'd be in charge?
No.
That's what I thought.
But that's half.
You think I stay in this form? Believe me, there's not enough ladders in the world that would get you up here to climb.
Again, half fun.
Is he always this forward? As she looks at the rest of you.
Just gonna shake my head and eat my breakfast. I don't know what's going on.
I'm drinking
just-
coffee the way Rex has taught me.
You're welcome, son.
My boy!
My boy.
Rex is in
So
the back, that's my
how-
boy.
She just grabs powdered sugar and just starts sprinkling on her crepe and just takes another bite. So when exactly are you all planning on heading out?
You tell us. Did you find the tomb or a tomb? See if it would help.
You mean a tome?
history-
There's lots of
a
tombs around
tome.
here.
Yep, that one.
History check on how many more days I have left now.
So yeah, go ahead and roll that.
14.
So you were closer to... Got about 7 or 8 left.
Yeah, we need to get the fuck out.
Oh,
Because when you got to Bennett, it would have been... Actually, no. Oh, no, I think you might be lower. Because when you got to Bennett, you would have had 11 days left, so take away 4, you were closer to 7.
Yeah.
7 days left.
And it takes about 4 days to get there.
Yes, traveling to Bennett is about 4 days. If you are a little bit slower, it takes about 4.5. Not to mention, there's a whole bunch of undead between here and there, so...
You wouldn't by chance
Yeah.
have a quicker means to get there, would you?
Unfortunately, no. Anything that has been used for faster means of travel, anything is currently reserved for the war. I'm getting troops back and forth.
Gotcha.
what if you carried us?
I am in need here for the oversight of my people and making sure that both the mine is in use and for any possibilities of injured coming this way as our enemy continues to advance on multiple sides. So if I'm somewhat elsewhere, I must be ready to go and help there. Alright, she just kind of sits there and it's like, I found a tome that did allow for a particular, and this is going to taste absolutely horrible. It will possibly, and take this as you will, allow you to avoid the very first change. So you might be able to endure tonight and not change, so you're not actually fully afflicted by the curse until you reach Brenna, and then maybe you can find someone there to remove it. As she starts to remove these small leather bags, it's like, it's to be mixed in a drink and taken in.
Has
Oh, I'm not the one who has to drink it.
has this worked?
Bottoms up,
before?
guys.
I don't know, it's old druidic styles of magic from over
Druidic.
650 years ago. So I
Uh,
have no idea.
can I do an a medicine check on it to see if I notice it or remember anything regarding it?
Sure, go ahead.
15.
15. So, hearing that as druidic concoction in nature, you kind of go up to it, and she just like, oh yes, and she opens up the bag, and shows it to you, and in it you just see musty leaves of various browns and greens. The smell hits you and you're like, oh, that's bitter. There's bitter. There's definitely some root in there. You see something that looks like it moves, and you realize it's a slug that is slowly moving over some of the leaves. With it, you're able to tell that, oh yeah, this is old. This is like old magic, ancient, tied to the earth magic.
Do we have to put our hair in it?
You have to drink it.
You have to mix it in
Bottoms
the
up,
drink,
Nikia.
and it immediately just dissolves
Here,
altogether.
look, I will chug this milk with you while you chug that. Right? We'll do this together. You ready?
Felix is like, I've eaten
Give me
worse
orange
in the
juice.
past. he pours both orange juice for you and him, and just grabs a bag, hands it to you, and just.
Well, before you go and do that, Brenna, can we get some of that whiskey quick?
Yeah.
Oh, sure. And she just walks over and just grabs a dark brown bottle and just thump, go, with a couple of smaller chaser glasses, and she just places them down like.
You're going to need it instead. Orange juice is not gonna.
I'm just gonna take it. I'm gonna take it and put it in the orange juice. I'm just gonna mix everything. Just
Come here, an old tiny weird screwdriver.
Yep.
Well,
Feels like, you know what? Good job.
It's brunch, so mimosa.
Yeah.
Yep. So immediately, you pour the bags in as you watch as Felix does it first, and it goes from this weird musty orangey brown to just completely black,
What?
and he just like.
Do you now see how I got the whiskey?
I'm just gonna pick up my glass and like cheers, Felix. Just
Cheers.
do this
Clink.
and then quickly.
Go. It is, as soon as it's back of your throat, it is like taking cough syrup. It just hits and it sticks, and it just closes against your throat, like it is hugging every side of your mouth and everything, and you have to fight gagging, and you just push through and drink, and it's like Felix.
Castor oil.
Can I?
It
can
is
I?
horrible.
Can I place my hand over Felix's mouth? Like, no, drink this. But I obviously I can't say that. But
Like
I'm just
he chugged the whole entire thing, and he's just like.
I'm just like, we're both sitting there
Swallow.
struggling.
He just.
That's what he said.
God.
I was gonna say, be a good boy and swallow.
He just like he just rushes past and grabs the bottle of whiskey and just. Oh, that
That's
tastes
gonna
like
be-
ass.
That's gonna need a constitution.
Yeah.
Oh.
Save some.
He just
for
turns
me.
like looks at you now again like you're gonna want that.
I'm gonna do the same thing.
He's like just chugging it back. The rest of you are just watching after about 5 minutes. Brent's like, there's a reason I put only that much in.
Ah.
I was like 5 minutes, they're both just like, oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
They weren't supposed
Like-
to drink that much.
Like, she's
No.
like, no, that was made by some very old dwarves who know a lot about ale
Yeah.
wines.
Okay. You get.
They're
those
not going to be
clothes.
feeling very springy in their step for the next
No. Yeah.
5 or 6 hours.
Can we get those clerics real?
The clerics aren't going to be able to help.
Oh,
in terms-
it's that good.
Yeah.
Here, have a bucket.
There's no
If you need
cure
to
of
puke, here's
hangover
your
for
puking
this.
bucket.
I'm gonna go ahead and just pour myself a shot.
As soon as you take it
Yeah,
back,
I'm gonna-
like,
I'm gonna
it's
drink
like
my
for
glass
you
of
in
milk.
your old age, you're just like, I've had a little bit stronger. Child, as soon as you sniff it, you're like,
Salud.
oh.
Nope, I'm not even
That-
sniffing it. I'm holding my glass of milk, being like, haha, hope you guys had fun.
Ooh, that's good, Brenna. You should
Like,
really tell me where they are.
They would be farther in Glassoul, so if you're ever
Okay.
around there, just
Yeah.
go to the colder side.
So me and Felix are.
You guys are like, after another 5 minutes, you're like, You're just seeing doubles of each other. You're like, kind of rocking back and forth. Felix is like, I don't know what I was upset about, but I feel great.
Just knocking is just gonna start laughing. That's it. That's all.
He hears you laughing. He's just.
Alright.
So now the two of you have like two laughing chuckleheads.
There's only so much of this I can take. Come on, guys, we're gonna put you to bed. And I'm gonna just kind of like gently usher them back to their beds.
I mean, like, no, I don't want to go to bed. I don't want to go to
He's
bed.
just like, no, bed where I saw bad things. And he just claps himself against the wall like, you can't make me. No.
You
I'm not
can't
going.
make me.
I'm not going. And he just like starts like trying to grab on Plexwood like, you can't make me, child. I know you're not strong enough.
I'm gonna.
Then I grab him by the collar of, and I just yank him off.
No means no, then.
I'm just
Let's
gonna duck
go.
under everyone and crawl under the table.
Can't
get me.
Owl familiar to help.
To where? On Felix?
No, on Nakia.
God damn it!
He's like, whoo.
I'm just
As
gonna
it's like
pet
this like very strange color
Come
owl.
on, Nakia. Come on.
I'm not.
I don't know.
As it comes
right?
towards you, like you start seeing the image of it. It's just moving back and forth, and it's
Bed.
Brenna, do you have something that'll maybe put them to sleep for the few hours?
Set up some druidic spell.
I mean, I don't want to go that route. I could just power word command.
Really could.
You could. Totally
And
could.
because they have to roll a disadvantage.
That's where she's looking at like, I mean, I could try, but this is also kind of fun to watch.
I'm gonna be.
Oh,
All right.
I'm gonna have to
no.
babysit them all day otherwise. Come on, guys.
All right.
I don't. She doesn't.
How-
Yeah, druids
Command.
don't use command.
I do.
Can
I point at Nakia. Command.
No. Can I use pass without trace?
That's
And then
No,
quickly
no,
run
no.
away.
no. I mean, how that works. Here's the thing though. You are drunk, so it's poof, no. Like you're trying to like stumble like, it's like oh no. Poof. So pass without trace is great. However, you're not very silent as you're trying to run away, as you're like clanging into stuff like. So Brenna is just like, this is actually kind of funny. This is actually kind of funny.
You're welcome. You look like you needed the amusement.
She just like
Anyways.
starts clapping her hands, and the branches around the wood planks start turning into branches and wrap around Naki, and they just start like rolling, bringing her back towards the hall. And she's like, "Let's not hurt each other or hurt ourselves, dear,
Yep.
or vomit on my
Command.
floor."
Command on Nakia is bed.
So a wisdom saving throw. So go ahead and roll a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Okay.
Yes.
You're
Wait, how
drunk
would
as fuck.
Yeah. Wait.
Felix is like,
So do one wisdom and then roll again.
I rolled an. Oh wait. Okay, I rolled a 9 the first one, and then roll again.
Yeah.
You already lost.
Yeah.
16.
Yeah, you already lost. You lost with the 9. As you just feel this like magical sensation, you're immediately like, I gotta go to bed. Like, I don't know why, I really gotta go to bed.
That bed look real comfy.
So for the next 6 seconds, you just feel so very compelled, like, I gotta go to bed. So like, as you get inside the room, it's just like, why am I in here? Why am I going to bed? As Felix is now just like, also just like, as soon as he lays down, he's,
Yep.
Alright.
Can I? Do I go to sleep? Like I'm assuming I go to sleep as well.
well, counting so, I'm assuming that Nalbin is still behind you. Like, in the doorway.
Can I fake sleep?
I'm pretty sure you're at the point of drunk that the moment you hit the bed, you're like, oh,
God
this
damn
is
it.
soft.
So I will say, Felix just embrace it. I will say, if you get into bed, roll me a con save. To see if you can fight the immediate sleep.
Con. Saving throw.
He was like, I'm just in your mind, like, I'm gonna play a little trick. He's not gonna know. As soon as he leaves, I'm gonna.
Fair. Fair.
As Nalvin, you stand there triumphantly, like having put 2 of your drunken companions successfully to bed.
God damn it.
Well, I'm at the point of like I'm literally about to have my heart get said fucked, and I have these 2.
Brian just
Did it
like
first?
in the other room, just. You don't see that every day.
No.
It's getting more and more common these days for us, isn't it?
Getting drunk and stumbling?
No, just random shit.
We
Makes sense.
don't normally drink.
I can tell.
I mean, outside of a 236-year-old man here, but
I'm assuming that because they're going to need to sleep it off for the next little bit, you will not be leaving until later.
no.
Well, in the
not.
meantime, Sally is yours if you need to go buy things. Because, and she walks over to a cabinet, opens up, and pulls out various bags, and she just starts. It's like, you did successfully vanquish, so you are entitled to the coin.
Thank you very much.
It's like, and I guess because one of you is gone, that you're going to be getting to split that particular bag up.
Well, I'll handle that. Don't worry. Doink it over to me.
Okay. Just trying to look up. It's like, what was that? First, I thought it said it was like 3,500 last time. It's at 3,500. She's like, I did throw in an additional 5, so now there's 4,000 gold there in total to be split up among you because. Listen, I felt so very terrible now knowing that you had all endured that for 4 days in there. So.
Thank
Call
you.
it extra interest.
Appreciate doing business with you. I don't plan on going in any mines anytime soon, though.
Well, I mean, mines are a great place to. Yeah, I have nothing for that. I don't even like going inside my own city's mines. Being what I am, I like open air, and she just starts gesturing to the wood that is of various like birch, pine, oak, mahogany, and just like the various flowers around. She's like, "This is mine. I know that there are dragons that exist in the Underdark. Good for them. They can have it. This is mine."
I
Thank
like
you.
The trees. They like the leaves in here. Very green. Green suits
This is
you.
what I'm trying to do to the forests around here. But the city is yours if you'd like to go and stock up on supplies for the road ahead. If you need it, I would assume you might for what lies ahead of you.
Yeah.
So what would you
No,
like to
no.
do at this current time while your 2 drunken, stumbling companions are resting?
I want to check out shops.
Yeah.
First, we gotta divvy up gold.
Yeah.
So it would be 800 each to you guys. So
Okay.
From-
gold.
4,000.
Yeah, you're right.
Trust me, I just did on my calculator. I know I'm right.
I'll divvy them out in bags and. leave
Kieran
a
once
bag
again
beside.
holds a bag of metal.
Clink clink. Yeah, that sound. Kieran, did you want to come with us, or do you want to babysit those 2?
I'd rather not stay here.
Good call. Good call. We should probably also check up on our horse. And the wagon. Make sure that the wagon's all good to go.
Okay, so where would you be heading to first?
What shops do we got?
So when you first got here, you were told of the Golden Pick, which was more of a restaurant in style. The Dole Mill, which deals in armor. The Bell House, which is where you got the Amulet of Proof against detection and location. Then that also deals in a little bit more of other potions of healing, and various other things. The Forks, which was a monster salvager, and then you know of the spa as well that was here. The Mudricks.
There's a spa?
Yeah. It is a mining
It's gonna be an anime spa day?
I wouldn't mind a spa, not gonna lie. Wait, what was the spa called?
Mudricks. Mudricks.
Well, wouldn't mind stocking up on some health potions. I've got some things to sell to a monster salvager. And then if we still have a few hours, I'm hitting the spa. I don't know about you guys, but
I'm gonna go check out some magic items.
alright. So let's go Bell House first.
Yeah.
'Kay.
Oh wait, actually, monster salad.
Monster salvager first?
Yep.
'Kay. So the Forks.
Alright.
Oh, and we also need to check out the
So, Kieran, are you joining them?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really been around the city to know where's what.
Yeah, just following them. You, what was... Oh my god, this is gonna be fun.
Oh no.
So you guys are going inside the Forks?
Yep.
Alright.
Fast travel.
So, walking inside, like, as you guys actually leave Brenna's house and you walk around, like, you have a lot of people just staring at you. Some of the kids walking by are just like, that's them! That's the ones who saved the mine! Like, there's a lot of people, like, like, you see a couple of them walk up and just offer you, like, bags of apples. Some of them, like, you see an older woman walk up and offer you guys a cake. Like, you're just getting, as you're just walking around, just a lot of people coming up and thanking you and congratulating you on succeeding in saving the mine, and some of them are just so very appreciative. Like, you're getting offered, like, all these things. So if you take them, like, as you're walking, some of your hands are just very overflowing if you decide to take them.
As a distraction, I'm going to try and do sensory effect, druidcraft, and I'm gonna I'm gonna have like a loud fight going off to the side of some animals, just to see.
There's just like barking of dogs, and there's just a loud hiss, and people just like start turning. The one that's holding the cake is like, what?
and then I'm just gonna dart.
Yeah, book it with him.
So the three of you
ran
just
outside. God damn it!
Yeah.
Nagi's like,
I knew it.
Cake. Nagi's just in her sleep like something's wrong.
I smell cake.
I smell buttercream. Yeah, once you get inside the Forks, it looks just as a lot of the rest of the buildings, just very deep brown wood. As soon as you open the door, there's a bell that rings overhead. Inside, there's a bit of like a musty smell that this place has not been cleaned properly, as has been the case in a lot of the monster salvager shops you've been into. But this one's actually a lot brighter. It's not as dim. There's just various lights. There's like one or two items that are actually stocked up in here, with just like regular weapons as well, for arrows and bolts, a couple of regular looking daggers, as is common in the monster salvager shop, because they like to combine things to see what they can create.
Oh, can I do a small retcon?
Yes. What would you like?
What was any of Lufrum's stuff still around?
And all of it was gone. All of it was
okay. Okay. Only reason I asked is because he had some monster parts.
Well, yeah, because they were making a necklace at that point in time, but all of that is just gone with them.
Okay. Just double checking.
Unfortunately. Walking in, as soon as that bell goes, you just hear, hello? As it's like this greenish, almost translucent hand just comes around, and you just see like bone in between the skin, and it's like peering out as these greenish blue skin that you just see what looks like it's passing for organs, and the skeleton, and just this plain bland greenish eyes and long black hair that, or at least what looks like hair, is that you just realize it's slimy, it's greasy, as it's just, oh, we got customers, as he just like rushes over. All of you are just like,
Araxis is having a time right now.
It's like, as he steps forward, it's like, are you the new ones that saved the town? Why are you all staring at me like that?
Green is a great color on you.
Have none of you seen a gelatin before?
I have.
Can't say that I have.
If
They're
you would
not
like
used
to,
to these.
if you would like to roll a history check,
All of us, or just?
if you would like to.
I got 22 anyway, so I knew.
16.
16. Kieran, do you want to roll? Okay,
yeah, I'm rolling right now. 16.
Alright. So 16, like, gelatins are... You all rolled pretty well enough. Like, gelatins are living symbiotic fusions of oozes and reanimated skeletons that just immediate sentience. And this one seems to have decided to take on the work of having been seen as a monster, decided to, I guess, work as one to make monster-type weapons and armor. She's just like, well, my name is Oogle. So, it's nice to meet you all, the ones who are being celebrated as the heroes of the city.
Pleasure to meet you, Oogle. Not too sure what it is that you're in the market for, but I have a couple things that are probably worth selling. And I'm going to pull out, I have 2 vials. One is a vial of Oni blood, and the other is a vial of spider venom.
He just takes the vials, carefully holding them in his hand. You just watch as both the vials slowly, like, there's just a dripping of green ooze over them, and he just begins to, like, take them off and just... Well kept. Well aged. What are you looking to get for these? Just puts the caps back on.
Okay. Child is great at bartering. Dill is not. What are they worth? Above table, what would they... Do they need to roll
Well,
for
you
that?
know that the smaller amount of parts, it doesn't give, like, tons and tons of money for them. It was more so, like, you got a larger amount for actually bringing, like, a full body of a tiny creature, a small, medium, large, huge, and gargantuan. Like, the price went up. That when you brought various pieces back to Vicente, back into Pratt, you guys had gotten not tons and tons of amount, but when it came to the Thrasher Beast, you got a large payout.
I'm looking for 50 gold each for those 2 vials.
I mean, normally for blood, I wouldn't give that much, but I mean, for the saviors of the city, I could do that. And he just immediately from below the cabinet, he just pulls out a drawer and just carefully sets the vials, closes it, turns around, and just opens up a bag of coin, just starts counting out. After about a couple seconds, he's like, "There's 100." Closes up the bag and throws it back in.
Thank you kindly.
And what can you do? What were the spiders again? Sorry.
Phase spiders.
Phase. Okay. What can you do with these phase spiders, fangs, and venom?
Carefully looks at them, like, with the venom, probably could create normal toxins or antidotes to toxins and poisons. With the fangs, might be able to get something out. I'm assuming the bodies are no good.
Unfortunately, it was 4 days ago.
That's what I figured. Because with the whole bodies, I could possibly work on something to phase in and out of things, but with these, I could create possible daggers that release toxins and venoms. The actual venoms can create anti-venom. How much are you willing to sell for them? Like, how much are you willing to part with these? Like, how much are you looking for?
Not necessarily wanting to sell them. I would like to ask or request you to make all this and whatever.
Well, the small amount might take me about a day and a half, just to
that's
carefully get in and drill out. Are you sticking around for very long?
About a day, yes.
Well, I'll see what I can do. And he just, like, carefully puts them down, like, underneath. It's like, is there anything else I could do for all of you?
No, not offhand. We do have another. Oh wait. Oh wait, I do have more. I widely open the bag of holding.
Oh, that smell. He's like,
and pull out one body, dark mantle. 2, 3, 4 dark mantle bodies.
Hmm.
God, if those were in there.
I'll do some reading on these particular creatures and specimens. Looking to get stuff made out of them, forgo getting paid, or what?
2 of them I'd like to be paid for. 2 potentially made something.
Pretty sure dark mantles are medium creatures. Okay, enough of the freaking dragons, man. Dark mantles. Oh, they're small. Okay. It's like, well, for the 2 bodies, I could give you about 200 gold each for that, so it'll be 400. Could
Okay.
possibly see what I can do for that. He just, once again, like starts counting out for like another 400 gold, closes up the bag, throws to whatever he has for a safe, locks it up, and just... For the full bodies, though, might take me a bit longer than a day and a half to see what I can do with this. I'm currently also working on other things at the moment for the face, spider, venom, and fangs. Quick and easy job, but dark mantles might have to be pushed back a little bit as I'm working on other things.
Is there any way that if you're able to create any, that you can send it to a good friend of mine, or to Brenna. I was gonna originally send it Vicente. Yeah.
It's like, I could, if you would like, I can have these specially put on hold, and if there's a down payment put on, like for right now, for most of the time, my down payments are about 150 gold, and then integrity system of where you pay the rest.
Yes.
So I can, where would you like these sent?
So we'll say Brenna.
I can have that sent right over to her. So
Thank
you
you.
can just mark off 150 gold for a down payment.
Or you could just pay me 100 gold.
Well, because it was, so now he'll take back just another 150. So now you get 250 gold from, because the 2 bodies for the small would have been 200 each for the dark mantle.
I thought it was gonna be 150 each for the down payment, or is it just 150 altogether?
Just 150 altogether.
Okay then.
With the trust system that whatever gets made, then yeah.
Yeah. So I get 250. Yay.
Yeah.
I gotta pee.
You're getting the sensation that this, with the fact of like it's an animated skeleton and slime ooze, that he's a very trusting individual.
I mean, I'd zone of truth this shit so fast.
It's like, is there anything else I could do for any of you, or?
No,
Can I
that's
just do a quick perception check? I'm just curious as to what's in the shop and what's...
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll that.
Blah 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 blah.
Ooh, dirty, nat 20s, 24.
Oh,
22.
So, again, around you, like, there's various spears, axes, pieces of armor, of chainmail, breastplate, that you've kind of seen in other shops that typically get used to put and meld together with other monster parts, taken apart, fused magically, or just naturally put together. You do see, like, a couple of stranger-looking items, and there's only about 2 that really stand out. In the back, you do see that there are larger bodies in the back, like, as you're kind of just trying to peek around. One of them looks a little feathery, almost like chicken-like. Another one, or a couple actually, is, I had this. You see what looks like a skeletal body with 4 legs, almost canine in look, and then 2 that look like they are magma stone, just very cooled almost. Like it is earthen in appearance. As you guys are like carefully looking around, it's just
Anything in the necrotic side of things?
Necrotic, not so much, no, unfortunately. Well, I am working on something that is undead. It's called the Lich Hound.
Oh.
Very intrigued to see what I can make out of that. It was found along the way to Brenna a couple of the nights. Killed it, brought it back.
How close are you to finishing up on that?
Probably take me another 2 days. When it comes to the necrotic side, you gotta be very careful. You don't want to accidentally stem something back to life.
Right. I'll go ahead and hand him another 150s, like to hold that for me.
I'm like, oh well. So currently, what else I'm working on is I'm working on creatures that are known as Malcinders, and then cockatrices.
What's that feathery thing back there?
Well, that'd be the cockatrices. They are known to, when they start hitting you, slowly start petrifying you. So I'm kind of curious to see what could I do with that. Because, I mean, who wouldn't love just being able to either turn their enemies to stone or possibly heal people who have been turned to stone?
Good point, good point.
Well then, this is gonna be interesting when we get back. Well, thank you for your time.
Of course, of course. You're a very quiet one as he looks over at you, Kieran.
Yo, I'm like in the back, just like watching them, not saying anything.
Son, do you want anything?
Wanna go for ice cream?
Kieran, is there nothing that kind of piques your interest?
He's simply just shaking his head. He's just watching.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time. And I start walking out.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, Bell House?
Bell House it is.
Bell House.
So it's a familiar place to go back inside to. The sheet I had. So yeah, walking back inside, it was a larger furred figure of the bear folk. They just see you and they just walk in. It's like,
Well, how can I help you? Brave heroes of Sally.
Oh, I was gonna. I have a couple, maybe a thing or two for you to take a look at.
Yes.
And I reach into the bag of holding and I grab the large lump of sapphire and the dust of dryness.
just grabs it and just. Interesting. He just sets it down, grabs the dust of dryness, like, that could be quite fun. Could be used against a water elemental for destroying them or just clearing up patches. Could be good for farmers.
Ah.
Could be good for the mines.
Okay. Oh, that's perfect then, because there is. I got steak and potato.
I was gonna
I can
say
see
that food looks so good.
I had hot dogs earlier.
Just like
so-
admiring it. through the camera.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to like just. No, it was just
Yeah.
given to me. Can I get that dryness back? I apologize. Sorry, but there happens
No
to
worries.
actually be some water elementals in the mines.
Strange, I haven't heard of that.
Yep.
How much, what were you looking for this? Because I don't know how deep the veins of the sapphire run to this rock exactly.
We'll be quarter price on like a good amount of, or just an actual price on sapphire.
So the average price of sapphire is around like 1,000 gold pieces, so.
What would you think on 750?
I could do that, yeah. I could probably work some things and enchant this in some way.
Okay.
Just like walks over to a rather large black wooden cask on his very large, sturdy desk, and just opens it up, grabs out a bag, and starts just pouring out coin and counting it out, and just hands it to you.
Thank you. And then I'm gonna do a perception check on what all we got in here.
Me too. perception. There it is.
That's gonna be 17.
And I got a 9.
Oh my god, you guys suck. So, looking around, you note that there are, especially behind him, like quite a few vials of red licorice that are immediately able to be distinguished as potions of healing. There's a large wooden handled device that looks like it's been furled together. It's probably about maybe 2 feet in length. Looks very reminiscent of, if it was unfolded, it would be a fan. You see a couple of familiar stones, Nalbin, that you've seen one and carried it for so long from the Pratt, Standing Stones. You see another bottle that looks like the liquid inside is very brackish in color. You see another vial far off to your guys' left that has a symbol of a flame on it with a tag saying "Warning, please be careful." And that would be about it.
I'm gonna. I'd like a couple healing potions, and what do those do? And just kind of gesture to them all.
It's like, well, this is, and he grabs off the brackish liquid. Like, this is oil of slipperiness. So it has. Listen, for me, I think it's quite funny because if you just pour it out, it's a little rough around the edges. Some of the folks around here kind of need a little laugh every now and then. But if you're using it in battle, it makes the area around you a little bit tougher to walk on. Puts it back. It's like, well, I got at least 1 potion of greater healing. I got a few, about 4 of regular potions, and he just puts them down. It's like about 50 gold each for the regular potions of healing, about 350 for the potion of greater healing. And then he grabs the orangish one, walking over and just carefully pulls it off with his claws and just, this is a potion of fire breath. So
I will take that.
I saw the both of you got real surprised, but he did speak first.
He did speak first. I know. Otherwise I would have.
What do I owe you?
That will be 325 gold pieces.
Okay.
He just sets it down.
I'll take 4. Like I'll take all 4 of the minor healing one, or the healing potion though.
Okay, so that'd be 200 gold pieces. He's just looking at all of you.
That was all of the.
That was all that was really in the shop, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, some of the shelves do obviously look like a little bit barren, and having grown up in this area, it's kind of easy to figure out, like, with constant battles and war going on, that things are probably going to be bought for the war effort.
Yep. Alright. That's all I needed.
I'm back. Sorry, remind me of what all we have.
So Child bought the oil slipperiness, you bought the potion of fire breath, she bought the 4 potions of healing, there's still a potion of greater healing, there's the wind fan, there's the sending stones, and that would be about what is left in here.
How much for the wind fan?
That will be 245 gold pieces.
Okay. Go ahead, grab that.
So, carefully plucking that out, he's just like, while holding this, you can actually command and use the casting spell of Gust of Wind.
Mm-hmm.
So, each subsequent time the fan is used before the next dawn, it has a cumulative chance of not fully working. If it fails to work, it tears itself apart.
Okay, so 250?
For that, it's 245.
245, okay.
Yes.
And is this a real item?
Yes. You should be able to add it. I don't know why the Potion of Fire Breath is the one thing it will not let me add. Give to you, apparently.
So that's...
Even though D&D Beyond is like, you own the book.
490. Because I accidentally added. And this is fan...
Just Wind Fan is what it is.
Wind Fan.
Yeah. Karen, are you looking at anything in particular, or...?
No, nothing's caught my eye.
Okay.
Oh, and then it's you said 450 for or 350 for the greater.
350 for the Potion of Greater Healing. Yes.
Yep.
You're gonna grab that too?
Yup.
Alright. So he hands that to you.
Wow, you are all in a very big spending mood.
Just don't say anything. I'm just like, mm-hmm.
That's what I love about you guys. As soon as you get paid, you blow it.
Well, I mean, considering that we're still at a pretty low level.
Yeah. Kind of need the supplies.
Yeah.
Can I wake up?
No.
I don't want to be drunk no more.
Roll me a con save.
Yay!
Just to be nice. You are so asleep with the 10.
It was slowing down on a 19, but it rolled to a 9.
Welcome to the world of D&D.
The dice
That
give
is
it and the
so
dice take it.
hurtful. So offensive.
Alright, is there anything else you guys are doing in the shop, or?
Anything else we need to do? I'm looking at Nalbin and Kieran.
I think I'm pretty good.
I'm just simmering, just chilling.
Kieran's just happy to be here.
So, anybody else want to go to a spa? Just me? You're not here.
Fuck it.
Just leave it off.
She's gonna be so pissed when she wakes up.
We
Let's
deserve
go.
a day of relaxation because we've got nothing else to do.
So you guys are heading for Mudrick's?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's an anime spa episode.
With 3 of you. And then of course you have to have the traditional 2 or 1 character that just can't make it.
Yeah.
So, walking up to this place, like, there's just steam just coming out the front door, out of chimneys, there's a little bit of smoke. There's weird, earthy scent coming from it as well. As soon as you walk in, like, you just smell lemon, you smell... Going for this. Like, you smell enough that's like, oh, there's matcha in here, there's coffee, there's all various kinds of teas, and you see this, like... Golan that walks up that a couple of you had actually seen the night before. He had, well, not the night before, quite a few nights before, had gotten into a tussle with a dwarf that looks very pangolin, armadillo-like with horns as he just.
You better not be no fucking monk.
I'm gonna steal that from you.
His hands are sermons.
He just walks up, and is like,
What can I do for you today?
We need a nice rollout. Spa.
Well, we have various packages here. We do offer a mud bath, a massage, a manicure, a pedicure, or you can pay for the entire thing, an entire package, which costs us about 2 platinum each, so about 20 gold for an entire experience.
I got this, guys. Let's go.
Alright.
So that's
so
for
Kieran,
me.
so that would
Kieran?
be 60 gold in total.
just
and you're
following
paying for all
along.
3. Kieran's just happy to be here.
I'm gonna literally grab him by the shoulders and like brother to brother. Let your mind relax. Don't think about anything.
I'm keeping the mask on.
It's better if you don't.
I am keeping the mask on.
That's
What's
fine.
with the mask?
I'm just letting you know. It's better if you don't. That's all I'll say.
Like, no one's gonna force you to take it off. I'm just curious. I mean, what's with the mask?
It's the wolf mask you bought before.
Oh,
Yeah, I need it for
like,
my perception.
Like, okay, I was just gonna say, like, we know what you look like.
Helps me see
Anyway.
things and smell things and hear things. I need it.
It covers your nose. You need it.
He can see sounds. He can see sounds. He can smell colors. Anyways,
Have you ever known what blue smells like?
It's not blueberries. It's not blue
smells like
raspberry.
ozone.
I could smell
No,
the ocean for
schnozberries
miles.
taste like schnozberries.
But yeah, if you're paying the 60 gold, like,
Yeah.
it is an hour and a half of just pure pampering. Like, you go to sit in the mud bath and you have like a couple of these elves that come right up and immediately start doing the manicures as you're just sitting in the bath. It is pretty hot at first, and for Kieran, like the both Child and Nelvin, you watch as like Kieran looks so hesitant getting in because like it's mud. For Kieran, it's why would I want to relax in mud? And it's a couple of like elvish ladies who just kind of like usher him like it's okay. And so like you have on either side of you like an elf just meticulously filing down your nails, carefully putting some gels over them to make sure that they're nice and clean, massaging your hands as you go. Like it's fantastic as both just the heat and the warmth of it is just enveloping you. Your hands are getting massaged. At one point you have another, like this burly dwarf comes up to each of you and just starts massaging the back of your heads, and you just feel tension is released. After exiting the mud bath, you go over and you get a fantastic massage of where there's hot coals, there's some cups that are pleasantly warmed and then placed on your back to relieve that tension and muscle soreness. You have a wooden, but it's a little jutted out in certain places to roll on your back to start pushing out some of the muscles and everything to release any kind of knots. It is careful, meticulous massaging for the next 30 minutes, and then where it ends with a careful touching of the feet, foot massage there, cutting of nails. One of them looks at Kieran's feet and it's like, this one likes the woods, and just like carefully goes down, cutting up, making sure it is all nice and pristine. While all this is happening, you're getting brought cups of mint tea, lemon water, you're getting brought various juices, you're getting brought cupcakes and tarts. Like you guys are getting a full amenity package here. It is amazing experience. You both, the three of you just like walk out and it's like, I've never felt so good in my life.
That was wonderful.
I'm going to pay for Bun to go next time.
Naki again
Also-
in the middle of sleeping? No.
No, please. No, not me.
Sorry, this is going to be me actually bragging.
Damn!
So now that you guys have successfully been out and about for the last 3 hours, what would you all like to do now?
What time
It's
is
time
it
to go.
roughly?
So having left the spot, if you are heading back to Brenna's, you will get there probably close to around 1-ish.
Right.
We definitely need to check on Naki and Felix.
Yeah. I'll go back and check on them now.
Mm-hmm.
Getting back inside, Brenna is once again arranging some flowers on the outside, and then you realize like there are some carefully placed sticks that looks like an edible display of strawberries and melon and cantaloupe and mango, and she's just like kind of arranging. She's like, "Oh, you're back! And you went to the spas, didn't you?
Yeah.
I recognize that scent. It's baths are the best. Your friends, I could hear the large fighter, bulky one starting to stir. I brought him a bucket just on the off chance he decided to throw up.
Yeah.
Your elvish friend, I think, is still sound asleep.
Probably. Even though she's an elf and has a pretty high constitution.
She's also
No.
quite young.
Yeah.
Naki, I'll have you roll another con saving throw. Welcome to Dwarvish Ale, man.
I got 14.
14. After about 3.5 to 4 hours of rest, like, you slowly start to come to, but you... Oh, your head's a little sore, the room's spinning, you're just like... having to blink a few times, like, don't throw up. Don't throw up. Immediately at your side is Felix just holding a glass of water, like, you're gonna want this.
I'll take it.
You're
I'll
definitely...
take it. I'm just gonna grab it and just sip on it slowly.
Like, that's why don't tell Brenna I threw up outside the window. She brought a bucket. I couldn't make it.
Uh-huh. And live zeal. Like, yep. Okay.
Do you know where the others went?
No idea.
Perfect.
I'm not gonna lie, they're gonna be like, I had this strange inkling of tea.
I
I
was
could smell baked goods on the air, man. Like, felt like there was something wrong in my soul.
I saw a spa. I thought.
You saw that too?
Child just bursts through the doors, like, look at their nails, guys!
Like, no, loud! Oh, God!
Please.
Oh, why can't you die and go to hell? Please. Oh.
Oh my god.
Ah, been there,
I walk-
done that. It's not that much fun.
I walk
This
and
is
I
a lot
sit.
more fun.
I walk in. I sit next to Nakia and I pat her on the back. So
I shouldn't have done. I shouldn't have followed
No.
Felix.
yeah, no.
Don't throw me under the bus!
That is all you.
Why are you
how do
screaming?
feel it?
You did kind of throw her under the bus with the whole bite thing.
I was concerned.
It's understandable. But anyways, 20 gold for you, 20 gold for him. As I hand out a pouch of 40.
Oh, and 800 gold for you and 800 gold for you.
Alright, we're supposed to get paid. What's the extra 20
Yeah.
for?
You guys are gonna go relax
A little extra treat.
for an hour.
Yeah.
When you
Where?
say relax, I'm...
At the spa, it is heavenly. I could go again.
There's. Oh, I'm just gonna quickly get up. I need to go now.
like...
Just drink some water, relax.
Felix starts following after, like... What do they do at a spa?
Oh, you'll
What the
find
hell's
out.
is a
It's
spa?
amazing. People
Yeah, I'm
give
gonna
you
make my
massages
way
and they
to the
touch
door.
you, and you will love it.
He stops. Okay, when you say touch, because remember, we were on a ship and I got touched on a ship.
Not like her.
Not
like-
her touchy touch, different touchy touch.
I don't know if
Let's go.
that's gonna be as entertaining then. And he just... Knocking at Felix, you just...
I just started escorting them to
Yeah.
where we were just at.
So,
Oh.
an hour and a half goes by, and you two just walk out. The hangover is just gone. You feel fantastic. You are immediately just scarfing down sweet treats that have been brought to you. It is an amazing time after a horrible morning.
Cake. Cake. That's
As
the
you're
only thing
walking-
she's gonna grab.
As like, there's literally like pieces of cake being offered. There's cupcakes, there's tarts, there's various things that are being brought around for dessert treats to
What's that?
help eat the ease that relaxation and just enjoy yourself. But yeah, an hour and a half passes by, and it is a very fantastic feeling. So now, if you are escorted back to Brenna's house, so it is about closer to 2:30 around this time. So, all right, so it is late afternoon for all of you. So now, what would you all like to do? As having, because for the sake of brevity, we'll say you checked on your horse, everything is fixed, everything is good, everything is perfect. You are ready to travel whenever.
Yeah, just make sure we have rations as well, I guess.
Yep,
Okay, then yeah.
easily,
Alright.
easily grabbed.
We got plenty of jerky.
All right, so now, House of Heaven, what would you like to do as you are all well rested and well relaxed?
I think now that we're all less agitated and everything of that matter, I think we need to discuss what happened last night. Well, I can't necessarily say as to who and or what happened with me,
You look pissed off.
unless you all want to die.
What'd you say, Kieran?
Oh, I was calling out that it was Alexis at the time, right?
Yes.
Looked pretty pissed off.
Yeah. He felt betrayed. Unfortunately, though, I cannot speak it who and or what. And I gesture to the symbol.
Oh,
So.
I'm gonna look at Kieran and be like, sorry for pushing you out the way. I thought my mother was gonna hurt you.
You saw
So
Brenna?
you saw your mother. So what did you see? And then I point at Felix.
I saw my mother and my sister. Which, by the way, you get one punch. I'm saying this right now. You get one punch.
So what did you see, child?
someone who I thought was dead.
So each of you saw something that pertains to you. As far as I know.
Sounds like it. Who did you see, Kieran?
I saw nobody. I saw all of you trying to kill each other. There was no one in the room. I didn't know what to do. I hate Felix.
So, is that because you weren't there when the worm exploded and you didn't get covered or inhale any of the dust particles? So you weren't afflicted.
Brenna
Well, are
mentioned
we
all of
certain
you were
that-
afflicted?
Are we certain that that's what caused this?
That's what Brenna insinuated. Or Brenna. So,
Where exactly are
I'm
you
not
having this
certain.
conversation, by the way?
Are we
Back
in our
back
we're
in the
our
room.
Yeah, I assume we're
Okay.
back in the room.
Okay, in private room. Okay.
Rex would be
I mean-
written.
I mean, you're right. I don't have any concrete proof, but it feels like it's the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah.
True. Then again, then there's this dummy pointing at Felix. If Araxis is telling me correctly, touched the piece of red.
Listen, I thought, at the moment, because we all saw that the worm kept trying to go for it, that maybe if the power, because we know that when Lufrum had taken the piece of red, the dagger, and we know that it points at Knocking's like, we know that your mom, Brenna, is obviously wanting them. I thought maybe if I touched it, I could take in the power of this particular stone and drain it, and maybe the worm would maybe go away, or we could at least tame it or something.
Is that how that works? The draining of
It-
stones?
It was a shot in the dark. Did any of you have a plan on what to do with it? That's what I thought. It was in the heat of battle. I touched it, and it did not work, apparently.
Slowly shaking my head. Child is slowly just, oh, wow.
Now I wonder, is it
Yeah.
gonna happen again?
Well, if he's not... Oh, yep.
What time is it?
Currently
so it's
speaking-
around 2-ish.
2:30, you
time.
said.
2:30.
I have
yeah.
2:30 written down before
Oh
we
my
went on
god,
break.
5. That's why the DM's not supposed to drink alcohol, guys, so I can retain memory.
More drinking! Drink more!
So yeah, it's about 2:30 if
I
you're
feel
continuing on the
fine. I should go
conversation,
get
so
some
it's
more.
about 2:40. No,
No.
it's about 2:45. I'll get cryptic after you. But yeah, it's about, like, as this conversation is going on, like, 15 minutes have passed so far, so it's around 2:45-ish now.
Last thing I need is child throwing projectiles everywhere, and Araxis or Albin swinging everywhere. Child, you almost hit Araxis, by the way.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Did you
I'm missing
even
a
know-
soul.
What?
So,
What the fuck does
yeah.
that mean?
What do you mean
Oh.
missing a soul? Like your own soul, or souls you gather?
Souls I gather. So,
what
did
happens if one goes
No.
missing?
No, nothing per se bad. Did anything else happen while the whole situation was going on?
Nakia shoved me out the way. Felix was crying profusely. And you looked angry. And you just started shooting
That-
things everywhere, and that was basically it until Brenna got here.
Yeah, Brenna showed up and just.
So I didn't shoot
They
anything?
went away.
Do I remember my own personal...
You remember that there was, like, drops of acid that was kind of, like, coming off of his fingertips from primal
No.
savagery.
There was a moment where I did channel divinity and I...
That went out
So
the
yeah,
window,
like, you
didn't
did that
it?
pulse, so the
No,
soul
mine-
would just, was
Uh-huh.
immediately cast out. Like, it just went out and evaporated because it went to nothing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like I
Yeah.
did my whole little...
Yeah. So that's, like, when that happened, Kieran was very much elsewhere and didn't really fully see
Okay.
that happen at that time.
Like,
Because you also have to remember, like, there was shouts, there were screams, there was clawing, there was, like...
Okay.
There, for Kieran, it was sensory overload of noises all over the place.
Okay. I didn't necessarily know how we were gonna. Yeah. Anyways,
I don't remember seeing anything.
well, at least it keeps Araxis from doing what he wants to do.
So what now? Do we tie you all down to your beds? Do I have to watch all of you?
No.
No.
Although,
I mean, I don't know.
talks
if
amongst
this-
yourselves.
I don't know if this affliction is magical based. Well, obviously magical based, or if it like it's, you know, like a curse or a poison based. If it is a poison based thing, I may have something to counteract it.
Have you asked your patron? I'm surely he must know something.
I have. He.
Felix is like, have you guys, points to both Kieran and Nalbin's like, have you asked your gods? As the two people who serve them, maybe...
Oi! I've already explained that my god's in his little predicament.
Yeah. It's like, I'm aware, but maybe... You got visited by an angel, okay? Someone's paying attention to you.
I mean, I could try something. First,
right now,
before...
we are facing nothing but confusing times.
Tell me a time where
With
we haven't
not a
been
lot of
confused.
answers.
Let me try something first, and then I will try the other.
Otherwise, I have this little bag of poison control. It just gets rid of any poison, so I don't know if that'll actually help in the situation or not. But it won't hurt. It gets rid of poison.
Let me. So I'm gonna do detect magic on just our general area.
On your general area,
Yes.
as soon as you just like, you chant the spell, you do the familiar sigils, as soon as you do it, you are all lit up like a Christmas tree.
Okay. And now on top of that, so what school is that?
Quick second, because I'm trying to remember all the schools of magic.
Also, why is my detect magic?
While he's doing that, could I cast a spell as well?
There it is.
Yes.
For me, I'm going to cast detect poison and disease.
So upon doing that, no one seems to like give off any kind of poison or disease or any affliction for that matter.
Well, you can put that
Okay.
baggie away. You won't need it.
Alright. Took away.
You, for the School of Magic, you're getting a large amount... Hold on, give me a second here. You're getting a large amount of illusion, which, for you, like, as you're gaining the knowledge from the Detect Magic spell of that school, makes sense because you have been dealing with an entity that largely is based in making stuff feel real, seem like it is different. Just like on top of that, then you're getting another feeling of conjuration of stuff is appearing, things are happening. It is just one on top of the other of like, great, cool, this is definitely the side effect of something reality based.
Yeah. And I don't think I have anything. Nope, I don't. Cool. So yeah, you are all, including myself, except for you, pointing at Kieran, are lit the yeah.
Melvin just bites his tongue.
I don't have anything to tackle. But, is there anybody posted at room
No.
in particular? No.
And the House of Brenna, she is the post up.
Well, no, I didn't know if there was anybody like who could
No,
get
no,
Brenna without me having to yell.
Yeah. So inside the house, it's mainly just been seen Brenna like doing a lot of like the cooking and running around and doing stuff. Like she's had guards posted outside her actual house, but that's more in large terms of a formality.
Right.
But there's no like actual servants or staff within.
Okay. I'm gonna. All of you, just wait right here for a second. I'm gonna go get. And I'm gonna walk off and go and search.
It's not hard to find her. She seems to like the great hall that is the entrance area because it's just a place created for her. So it's not hard you find her. She's there and she's like, yes?
So, I think I figured out what's going on with us and what happened last night.
Do tell.
Conjuration and illusion.
Great, combo magics are always fun to deal with.
Yes. Unfortunately, I am not equipped to dispel it.
There are old, again, tomes in this house, and books, and various notes filled with various things. Try to find, through means of rituals, to see what is afflicting you all. It'll also take time. I know that, again, you are also under time crunches as well. So the best course I can really go down is what is going to be ease, because I'm going to have to go, again, finding these books, and majority of old rituals take time.
I mean, I don't mind helping if that would help.
I'm very peculiar about my library. Not a lot of people are allowed in it.
No, I completely understand. As somebody who has had his fair share of time in the library, yes.
So I assume then your troop is not leaving today.
If this is the case of we're gonna have to wait, probably not. But I think best that I don't actually sleep.
Well then, and she starts down the hall as well, where you had come from, and just immediately just disappears.
And I walk right
You
back.
all like are just standing in that room after Nalbin has left, and you see like a blur just go right by.
Yep. I walk back in. So, slight issue with our plans now. We don't have any means of actually dispelling what's going on with us. Unless Senior Patron here.
I just give a slow shake of my head. Just don't.
That's what I thought. So, we're now going to be on one hell of a time.
Felix just kind of drops in his bed like, this is getting worse and worse.
So, we cannot. We leave. We potentially have much, much worse things.
Do you think this is something that's gonna wear off with time, or are we stuck with this?
If it's what I think it is, it's not wearing off anytime soon.
But it will wear off eventually. Like 5 years.
Something like that, maybe, yeah.
We live that long.
Yeah.
No, we can't.
Yeah, I mean, I prefer to get rid of it now, but...
So as you're all talking, you just hear a familiar voice. It's been a good couple of weeks as you just hear, well, House of Seven, it's nice to see that you're actually still alive. As you all, in the doorway is this ethereal greenish image of the pillar Asylin in the doorway, his hands behind his back, just fully in his garments of gold and green with a little bit of brown, as he's just standing there, his hair just carefully combed and pulled over to the side. Just,
Yep.
I had been informed that you were dead.
Not
As
quite.
you can see, no.
Almost
Most-
dead.
Well, you all do look like you've experienced a great deal. Felix is off to the side, kind of eyeing Asylin a little bit. It's like, but this is fortuitous. When you are finished here in Iolix, I do require the employees of my state to return home urgently. Things are growing here with the Black Flower. It seems the town of Entheos has come under the influence of the piece of red.
Okay. Have you been informed of what's been going on here, outside of our potential death?
My friend Vala informed me that there is much confusion happening around here. She seems rather on edge lately. She's not telling me why, which is very strange, but I gather that this is only natural when dealing with such entities of this magnitude.
Well, piece of red unfortunately has been taken from this area.
Unfortunate.
And we are under the affliction of conjuring. Unfortunately, I do not know as to what it is. And I don't have means to dispel it myself.
Fortunately, with me not being there in present flesh, I cannot do anything, as I am also required to make sure that the person that I have hired you all to find and kill does not continue to destroy more of my state.
Done.
I will need you all back urgently as soon as you are done with whatever business Vala has you doing here.
Yes.
Yep. Fine by
Do
me.
survive.
Well,
He
Our
just
best.
disappears.
This is fun. I'm going to try. I'm going to try one other thing. To see about our little affliction.
Give it a shot.
I'm going to do a prayer, but I don't have any like actual things for it. So,
Alright.
see, this is for the DM, my good sir.
Who are you praying to exactly?
I want to pray to more, but as a broad beacon for anybody else who is trying to pray as well.
Okay, Supernatural, I see what you're doing out here.
Yeah.
So, what is this prayer? Are you saying it just in the mind, internally, just as an outstretching, or is it out loud, or?
It's going to be an internal.
Alright.
And it's basically just a desperate cry for help. We are in somewhat of a dire strait and could really use some guidance, some potential help in our endeavors.
So as you're
Good.
saying this prayer and you're just stretching it out as far as you feel like you can just go with this, reaching out to whoever's listening, just praying as you have done in the past to Moore, just hoping that even though you know officially Moore himself cannot come, cannot answer, you have seen a high angel of his in the flesh. You know that there's got to be someone paying attention. Someone's got to be listening. And you immediately begin to feel this dimming in your mind as you have eyes closed and just a little bit of darkness over them. Kind of like when you close it in a dim-lit room and there's just nothing. And you feel like, oh, is something happening? The rest of you, though, begin to watch as the window outside just as it's just eerily quiet and silent. Everything around just seems to come to a complete stop. And you all are about to say something, and then the window just opens up, and then all of you are just stop as you open your eyes, Nalbin. And in front of the window is just this draped figure in no shirt, just a green skirt that flows down, and this masculine figure just stands there, hair burning with green flame as they're just, you called.
Do I recognize?
You have no idea who this figure is. As this, like, extending out and just enveloping the entirety of this room are large, brown and goldish wings.
In just astonishment due to, like, I number one, don't know who this is, and number two, it's just like they are pretty. Yeah, I can tell that they're pretty powerful, and if they can do what they just did, I'm kind of just stunned, kind of speechless.
Speak, child. I have many things to do.
I'm sorry. I wasn't expecting somebody to actually answer. Hi. We need help. We're kind of in a bind, and we're afflicted with illusion and conjuring magic, and I cannot dispel it. Unfortunately, it hinders our means of continuing our task.
And you are asking of an angel of the gods to do what exactly?
If willing, I would like help in dispelling and or helping us find a means to take care of this issue.
And you just watch as the wings just slowly begin to retract. Even though they're retracted, like, they still are quite bulky. This figure stands at around 10 feet tall. Like, they are maybe a foot away from the ceiling as they are just silently stepping across the floor as his hand just looks like it's been cut out of straight marble. It's just pristine and clean. He just holds his hand out over, like, and now as he's closer, you see, like, there along his jawline, it just goes up from the chin up and across, and it's just etchings of gold line with just runes of a light green. His hand just hovers over your face, and he just takes for a second, and for it just seems like a moment passes, and he retracts, and he just,
such a vile thing. This seems more like a god of dreams capabilities, or better suited to go to the ether solstice. They might be more capable of aiding you in whatever this is.
Yes. Thank you. I'm even just this.
You are welcome.
And I bow my head, and because I don't necessarily know what else I could offer to something.
so as you bow your head, that is when just everything just, and everyone's like, what's going on? Why is it getting dark out? And then just as you look up, just figure gone.
Do we all see this or just
Yeah,
him?
wait.
It was just him.
Ah, okay. Like, what was that light flickering? Oh, like, it got dark first. Like, is there a candle in here that flickered?
I sent out somewhat of a distress, and got an answer. Unfortunately, not one that I was realistically hoping for, but it is at least something. Remind me
For what?
the message.
So either the ether solstice or the god of dreams or sleep,
Okay.
which, being around for 200 and odd years, you know, and having traveled around, like, the ether solstice, like, it's an easy figuring out. Like, the ether solstice is a very powerful group of sorcerers and wizards that ultimately study all kinds of magic. They have tomes of magic that you could not find elsewhere. They are protected by elite sections of knights. They actually are residing in a fortress that floats around all of Iocrest, forever traveling. It is very hard to get in without an invitation. It is very hard to get in unless means of teleportation. And then the god of sleep and dreams is Orstress.
Orstress. And
Yes.
we have seen a temple.
Yes, back into Pratt was where you saw a mini sanctuary devoted to Orstress. And then also, like, in a lot of the larger capital cities, there are obviously temples and sanctuaries and churches devoted to each and every god.
Right. But we did not pass one anywhere near here.
No.
Yeah. I relay that the Ether Solstice is unfortunately not going to be our best bet. But we may have a chance if we can make it back to Pratt.
All right. Well, then we should hurry on up as soon as we can. Leave for Brenna.
Yes.
Deal with that, and then head to Pratt.
As you're all like having this conversation, Brenna comes in and she's like, trying to tell him this might. It's a long shot. It might help in identifying the particular kind of spell. I'm going to have to, bear with me, bury one of you in dirt. And you're going to also have to, you're also going to have to be wrapped around in some very old tree root.
I volunteer Kieran.
Araxis is having the time of his life.
And you're going to have to drink a very hallucinogenic tea.
I volunteer Araxis for that.
You have volunteered 3 people. I just need one of you.
I will do it. Araxis will shut.
Like, well, are we wanting to do this right now? Because I do have quite a lot of dirt around here, and I do have various tree roots, and
Let's
Go for it.
so you guys are then led not the way of the main hall, however. She leads you to the left, and she doesn't turn right, she turns and takes another left down the far end of the hall to where she opens up this chamber, and it is just covered in mulch, in manure. There is all manner of things that can be used for various means of keeping a garden growing and forever springing new life. And in there this is where I sometimes just come to rest, to connect with the earth. Thank gods I found this. Unfortunately, you might stink and might need another bath, Nelbin.
It's fine.
Alright. And she just begins to slowly move her hands, and the dirt around just slowly unpacks to form your figure, as she keeps like eyeing you and looking at the dirt and eyeing you, and she's like, She just moves and she's like, you may lay down.
I do so. Willingly.
Alright. She just begins to close her eyes and draw symbols in the air that are just glowing a bright yellow and brown and orange, and you all watch as tree roots just slowly start to spring up beneath Nelbin and slowly encase his entire body except for his mouth and his eyes, and she's like, let me out!
I'm just kidding.
You're gonna need that, and she begins to make things grow, and you just watch as this graying flower begins to sprout, and she just grabs a couple of the seeds out from it and drops it in, grabs some water, immediately starts heating up this kettle, and just pours it in, mixes it, and she just brings it over to you, and it's like, it's not going to be fun.
If it helps figure out what the hell's going on.
And she slowly starts pouring it into your mouth. It's like little sips at a time. We don't want you choking.
I'll be fine.
I'm sure you. She looks over at the rest of you. I'm sure he will. Sure. She just like eyeing, like trying to like make sure she's not within his eyesight. Like, starts slowly pouring in the tea, and like as she finishes up, she moves her hands, and immediately tree roots just cover her eyes and mouth. She steps over, claps her hand. The dirt where Nelvin once was is just smooth ground. It's like, are you all going to watch, or?
Yep.
Watching.
Yep.
Okay. And she just begins to start chanting, and it's strange being in a encased area of 4 walls, and then just having wind picking up and just The ground where Nalbin has been buried begins to start shaking and trembling, and the entirety of the dirt in this room. You guys hear nothing. Nalbin is just screaming against Root.
No, I'm screaming at Araxis to shut the fuck up.
It's like the earth itself, you watch as it's like a cube of it just slowly starts to build, and she starts drawing weird etchings of magic. And she just places her hand against it, and Nalbin inside, you are traveling through air, stars. You are watching as a sun slowly starts to be birthed. You're watching planets begin to form. You are seeing a being of pure light floating through, and you are just watching as this being comes and holds a swirling galaxy, and he's just... It's beautiful. So much life to be born. So he just begins to like pluck his fingers, and you watch as he's doing it, orbs of red, green, black, blue, and he's just... It's fascinating.
Nalbin's eyes just grow wider and wider as this happened, due to being part of the Order of the Ouroboros.
You're just watching as this figure is just alight. As another figure joins him, his face just smoke and a greenish skull.
Is filth to be filled in my life? Why put life within the void?
Brother, why not have life? Beautiful. What mortals are capable of, what creation is capable, what our children could be.
It's disgusting.
Revolting. You're immediately pulled through, and you see a figure of red with a crown of black on his head as he's just...
So these are the ones they call gods.
And you just watch as there's like 10 figures dressed in gold and silver armor. Just their auras are just flowing, and they move to strike, and he just... And they crumble to dust. He's like, gods are meaningless. As he begins to step, reality will forever be above what gods can do. As he begins to step, and he holds his hands over an orb of blue and green. So much protected by the winds of fate and reality. And he just begins to like spin the planet. All of it, as he lifts a hand, can be crumbled. And he just starts slowly slicing his finger through. All of it made to dust when fate finally stopped. And the planet just falls away. And he just slowly turns, and you just see eyes of red, and then just...
Someone's looking when they shouldn't.
Then you just feel this finger start coming toward you, and then you're immediately pulled back. And you see 8 figures around this body covered in a red robe as they're cutting away, and one of them begins to start eating an arm. Another starts to eat a head as this familiar voice, it's strange, as...
Are you sure with this power we can actually stop him?
Yes. I think the Tormentor will actually be made destroyed if we actually devour this. If we take this flesh within ourselves, it's unbridled power, it's unlimited, it's fate itself. As another figure standing over the 8 is just pushing away blood. He looks eerily similar to Felix.
Oh?
Whatever kills that fucker, I want him dead. and you're immediately pulled back, and you're just back in that tomb as Brenna lowers the dirt, and she just claps her hands, lifts up the dirt, removed, the tree root gone, and you are just and she's just, this is a curse like no other. This is old. So old. I don't think any magic I wield or many that I know could do with this to end whatever affliction. As you all are just, for Nalbin, this was years. This was centuries passed before him taking in knowledge. For all of you, it was 2 minutes. As you all are just sitting there staring at Nalbin, his features, his eyes just a little widened. Well, Nalbin, how would you say you look in this moment?
Exactly how I look right now. I just set up. I'm just silent. Nothing.
Did it work?
He's alive? I would call that a success.
And I'm just gonna walk off and go get cleaned up.
I think whatever your group is involved in, you're going to need high power, more than I'm able to give at this current time.
Well, thank you for trying.
Yeah.
No, he's just in the room, just like, what the fudge did I just win?
Nalbin just turns on the shower.
just like in the shower, just like. But at this current time, the rest of the day, evening is for you, House of Seven. What are you all doing at this current time? One of your group has been severely mind screwed with everything that they've just witnessed.
Is it dark yet?
It is like, it looks like the sun could be setting maybe in the next few hours. It is probably around 4:45-ish. Sun's low, like there's definitely a lot more shadows along the ground. It's definitely going to be evening soon.
Go have another spell.
Although, like Naki, if you're looking outside, it's also very worrying because you can slowly start seeing the full moon rising.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Wondering if I'm gonna feel anything, if the powdered drink mix actually worked. Can I roll? No, right?
We'll see.
What can I roll to see if I feel anything? Well, not yet, huh?
Yeah, you feel like the moon, like it's more stress and anxiety is kind of getting to you right now. You don't feel like there's anything pulling at you yet.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just, I don't know, I'm just gonna sit at the window, contemplating.
Contemplation.
Felix is kind of just sitting in his bed looking at you, and he's kind of looking outside and kind of in the same state of mind of he's just mind. He's in his
How's
own
Kieran
thoughts.
feeling?
I probably would have like left and take a walk or something. Yeah, let's just say yeah. I left. I wanted to go take a walk.
So what's Q doing now?
Walking. Just a walking. Hey, there's no destination.
Just aimlessly walking around town.
Yeah.
Child?
Oh, me.
Yeah, what are you up to?
I didn't hear the ch. I heard like PIL or something, so it's like.
Klein decided to be the intermediate DM for some reason.
Yeah. I think I also would have went for a walk.
Are you walking with Kieran, or are you walking separately, or?
Separately.
So I will say, for the both of you, it's not hard to see that, like, you have a couple of kids that are strangling behind just watching you. You hear mumbling every now and then, like, you go talk to her, you go talk to him. Like, they saved the town. They saved the mine. I heard they slayed a dragon. I heard they slayed a monster. No, you dummy, they slayed ghouls. Like, and it's like, you just hear, like, nothing but mumbling coming from behind you guys as you're both just walking around the city.
Yeah.
Well, what do I do to mess with them?
Don't you have a favor to be taken care of?
Shh. He never
I
told me a specific person yet.
Oh, I got that in my back pocket, don't you worry.
Ooh,
yeah,
actually,
yeah,
I'm gonna
I
cast a
figured
spell.
you would.
You're gonna cast a spell?
Yeah.
What you wanna do?
Hold on.
Because you do have all your spell slots back, so.
Yes, I
More
do.
good berries?
Nah. Jeez, I'm not malicious like you people. Jesus Christ.
Dylan.
Come on, say it.
Okay, so for the kid that was asking about the dragon, I'm assuming that was on my side. I'm gonna assume. I will go ahead and approach them, and I'm going to use Druidcraft and Sensory Effect to mimic the sound of a dragon, just to kind of just like
Oh boy.
showcase it.
So you're just gonna like walk up, like shake your hands, and all of a sudden just.
Well, yeah, I mean, I would assume the kids are like curious about like the dragons or anything. I mean, it's not like I was doing it maliciously.
As soon as you do it, they all just stare at you like. Whoa.
I would like to cast ttrpg.
Oh my god!
No,
You guys are
no.
so mean to kids.
What you should have done is the smell of of burning flesh.
Oh my god!
Y'all need
Only
help.
you would do that to a child.
I'm trying to give them a wholesome moment. Y'all are animals.
I'm gonna cast Ominous Whispers, and then I'm also gonna alter the appearance of my eyes so that they just like go like pitch black. But I'm just gonna like slowly turn around and look at the kids and go, "Do you hear them too?" Like just be like super creepy.
So for you, like there was two boys and a girl that was obviously younger than the two boys. The two boys are just like, ah! And they run off. The girls is just like,
I should be there for dissonant whispers.
And then
she's just like waving at you and smiling.
I give the girl a little wink and then I turn around and keep walking.
She just giggles and just like runs after the boys, and she just yells off like, "I'm braver than you."
Oh my god.
I love it.
I'm out of the shower now.
Took like 30 minutes later, like, not yet, now.
Proceed.
Do you even have showers in D&D?
Well, it's more like a hot bath, so it's just like he's cupping
Yeah.
hot water onto himself. He's just like,
It's just soothing, self-soothe.
Alright,
I walk back to our room.
alright. So inside, Child and Kieran are obviously absent. Nakia and Felix just look deep in thought. How long would you guys say that you're out for a walk?
On a moonlit
What time is it?
30 to 45 minutes. Yeah, what time is it?
So around this time, yeah, it was about, so with the shower and everything, just walking, having those basic interactions, it's probably around like 5:15-ish now. It's not been like tons and tons of time, depending on how far you're planning on walking. Like, this is still a really sizable city inside of a canyon, so there's much to see, much to take in. It's still very much milling about. There's still lots of patrols of guards walking around. You still have a lot of people that are waving at you because you are just so recognizable as being the ones who helped save the mine and get things going again, so. But if you're only going for like a 30-minute to 40-minute walk, Child, then you obviously haven't gone very far to come back to Brenna's house.
Yeah.
I would say for me,
Well, I
like,
think I would come back for supper or something, like for dinner time.
I want to be back late. I want to say like 3 hours.
I'm actually gonna
4 hours.
change my armor.
So, if you're coming back, like, yeah, food's been made ready. Like, it is a thick, brown gravy-style stew. Like, there's potatoes, there's carrots, there's peas, there's thick chunks of beef in there. Like, it is hearty, it's a little peppery. There's not overly huge amounts of salt, but it's got a nice little kick to it. It tastes so good, especially after having the day you've had of both relaxation and stress. It's a good way to kick back. As Brenna, like, as you come in and she's like finished cooking it up, and she's like, "Oh, I was just about to offer this to the rest of your group. They seem to be stuck in the room except for your ranger friend. He seems to still be out and about. Tired, are you?"
He'll show up eventually. Oh my word! I'm actually having trouble focusing my eyes. Not gonna lie.
Well, a good night's rest is always good for that.
Yes, I agree. I would like to have one soon.
Well, sucks to suck to you.
Damn.
She's carrying this pot. So yeah, like in the room, like you guys can just smell like the pepperiness of the stew.
Yeah,
like
I'll be
it
walking
smells
downstairs.
like they're.
Immediately.
And, well, she's like bringing it to the room and just like starts scooping out bowls of it, and immediately this kind of reaches back inside of her coat and just pulls out the steaming bag and unloads it and drops out a few loaves of freshly baked buns. So it's like they're probably like
I
really
saw
sizable,
dead people.
about that thick. Do you say that out loud?
Yep.
What?
She's
What
like,
did you say?
what? You saw what?
I saw dead people.
I mean, it is a hallucinogenic tea, so I wouldn't
No,
take everything.
this was not hallucinogenic.
Am I gonna have to grab another bottle of alcohol? Because I swear to God, your group has made me drink more than I have in over 100 years.
We have that effect on people.
She starts scooping out her own bowl and just like grabs a bun and starts dipping it in there, starting it's like the silence is the cue to speak.
Yeah.
Because you kind of walked away. You never really said what you saw.
I saw him pointing at Felix,
It was just like,
and I think I saw the real him.
Felix is just like, again, I'm Felix.
And
I feel it.
the metaphysical real Felix.
Kieran, are you back at this time or what?
Yeah, are you
No,
back?
Didn't Child just get back? I'm still gone for like
Okay.
for a fat minute.
Yeah.
And I now history check on whether or not I remember the voice that you said was recognized.
100%. Go ahead.
Yeah. I can't see. 12.
12. It's so hard to play. It's like you witness so much within such a
History check again. No.
quick span. I mean, you could always try. You could always try rolling again, but the DC would be higher.
That's fine. Fuck it. Not working.
You're just trying so hard, but you're scratching at a stone that doesn't want to give way at this current time.
So two gods forming the universe. Then the man in red snuffing them out. Somehow I got pulled away from this, and the last thing I see is what looked like occult members feasting on a body, talking about gaining power from it. And at the end of them was Felix.
Felix is just kind of baffled, like, I don't know. Like, I'm not even sure what's real anymore of my mind, of my life.
And repeat what was said at the very end.
Of
Felix.
like, with this, I just
Yeah.
want to see that F
Yeah.
for dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
And then that's what.
I mean, I've trained to fight and be. I've never had a strict vendetta against anyone personally. Never wanted to see anyone dead. And Brenna just kind of sits there like, you mentioned the Tormentor. That is the ruler. Well, one of the rulers that resides in the Bloodlands. And you just see a single tear go, she killed my father. And anyone who serves on death, like the tormentor, I will make them meet the ground, like the rest of my siblings. Well, if you were recalling, like, all information.
Yeah, but there wasn't anything regarding a tormentor when you were speaking.
Yeah, when they were eating the flesh, they were talking about, like, killing the tormentor.
Oh.
Yeah. It is such, like, a simple word to, like, overly pass by, but for them, it's big.
Yep.
It's big. Who keeps knocking at your door?
So, yeah. I don't think any of that was fixed.
Well, that's a lot to discover. There's many theories in life about how worlds have started. It's one entire thing to supposedly hear about it being seen. Whatever afflicts you has obviously allowed you to have a glimpse into that, which makes you very lucky.
I don't know about lucky. Thank you for food.
You're
I'm
welcome.
gonna call. Yeah. I'm gonna go finish up and contemplate some more.
She just kind of takes her bowl, like bread, like the bun just fully gone, and she just starts walking out. Speaking of which, what is Kieran doing?
Yeah.
I'm on my walk. I'm on my walk. I'm on my walk.
Now, what are you doing on this walk?
I'm walking. I'm walking
He's just
it.
taking in this. He's just taking in.
I'm walking it.
Hey, as the resident New Yorker here, I don't want to keep this shit.
Fuck you. I was born there. Fuck out of here.
Same.
Fuck you.
Guys, we're missing the plot.
Damn.
Okay, I'm going on a walk, appreciating the quietness of the environment right now. Considering everything I'm coming back to seems to be a complete shit show.
So walking along, are you
on sunshine?
No, shut up. Are you on a set path?
No, there's no set path. It's literally just wandering about, taking turns wherever I see.
La 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 la.
Walking along, you just start to feel this presence around you, and it's one that you felt when you had originally started to set off leaving the House 7 originally. And out of the corner of your eye, you just see this brown robe. You've seen it before from this being that had accompanied Sif when they both felt it was time to talk with you, to try to sway you, as you recognize... Oh, I'm just gonna get the name right again here, because I'm, again, man with 100,000 names in my head all the time for this stuff. As
Yeah, DM.
you recognize the god of paths as he begins to walk beside you in his familiar brown robe. Vrixis, as he's walking beside you, he's like, so it seems you've found your way back.
Not by choice.
I mean, ultimately, and I would know paths, roads. Sometimes we're not always given a choice on the road we take. The road's already been made. You're just set to walk on it. Sometimes you take a turn, sometimes you end up in a place that you feel you're not meant to be, but the road still led there. You may not be where your heart wanted you to be, but you are ultimately where you may be needed. And if Sif is any to go by, I wholeheartedly agree. I think your path and road are very much set with this.
I still doubt these paths.
I need you, son.
I don't
That
know
is-
why I'm with these people. I have a
That is
job
a question
to
of
do.
life. That is the road. We walk. We are given. You may not know why others join you at your side. You don't know why you join others along the path you take, the journey you're on. But they're obviously there. Who are we to question the way things work? The way threads begin to weave?
All I know is questions. I don't have anything. You claim I have these paths. I live through these things. And now I'm stuck.
Oh, small one. You say you have nothing, and yet you do not realize that you have so much around you. You want to set out. You have both vengeance and love in your heart. You don't know which path to take. Who's to say that they can't coincide and love and vengeance can work together? That loving those around you cannot lead you to peace ultimately. You thought Venora was the ultimate path, and now look, you've gone separate. And now you're on a path with who you assume to be, putting it bluntly, assholes and outcasts and rebels. Are we all not walking a path? They all walk their own. You claim to have so much within you to question. Have you ever stopped to think along your path that maybe they don't have things to question themselves? That why are they walking this road? You've all met at a city taking on a job to go against darkness and far south of a state that was brimming with compassion. And all of it came to a point. A path that meets and connects and goes. Questions can be asked, 100%. We ask for them. Because when we don't have answers, all we have are questions. The great thing about it is, once you reach the end, you might find your answers.
Well, I'm not the type to ask questions, so I'll do what I'm told, regardless if I like it or not. I'll watch over them as they watch over me, and hope that I can see this to the end.
That's my boy.
You just feel this like soft hand placed on you. It's like, Kieran Morley, I feel like you do not understand the gravity of your path and theirs. I saw yours up until this point. Now it's so filled to the brim with changes, alterations. That's the exciting part. Is the not knowing. Protect each other. Do what you must. Punch each other in the face if it needs be. Do what you need to. Just don't forget that sometimes to walk the road properly, you need to allow others to actually walk beside you. This world was not meant to be walked alone.
Not alone, no. Kind of just like nod and kind of make my way back.
As you just nod, like you turn to look at this deity and just air. So as you make your way back, you are offered a bowl of stew. Brenna is nowhere to be found. Everyone else just kind of looks. Well, a couple of them have already gone. Alright, I'm going to bed. Some of them look a little solemn. Some of them are just waiting for whatever this evening can bring.
I got another bowl of soup. And
As
more
you see Naki just chowing down on more beef. It could be the last bowl she has as a regular person. We have no idea. But that's where we're going to pick it up in next session.
Thank you.
It wasn't for you.
we gotta keep going. Let's
It
go.
wasn't for you.
Actually, 3 more hours to go.
Yeah.
But thank you all so much for watching. This has been House of Legends, we thank you all so much for spending your time with us. We love you all greatly. We hope you have yourselves a wonderful weekend ahead, and we will see you all next time. Bye-bye!
Bye!